Может это задвинуть его в угол немножечко. Okay, it's going. Hello, Hippocat.
Hello there.
Alright, so back in Zelda Twilight Princess. Right about to enter the Forest Temple, the first big dungeon. Which, the dungeons in this game are definitely much better in my opinion than Wind Waker. At the very least they look much more interesting. I don't really know about the layouts and such, because I've only beaten personally this one dungeon before. But it's cool and it's neat. And I enjoy it as an element of the game. Though my tune might change when we get to the Water Temple, which usually gets people's jimmies a bit rustled, but you know, I kinda like Water Temples, so it would be just fine. And in this game the Water Temple isn't like somewhere in the second half, it's the third dungeon. Alright, we do have the slingshot. If I want to, for example, kill this spider, very much can do so. And slowly climb these vines, which don't really look like I would support a full-grown man. Oh shit, there's another one. Well, wonder if I can lock onto it or if I have to actually... I might have to actually aim manually. That is a bit of a dick move, but understandable enough. If I remember correctly, from my first time through this dungeon, I actually did almost die at one point. Had a little bit of trouble. I think that was mainly due to some bomb things that you have to do a bit later, so we'll see if I still get caught by them today, but I might not. Probably just money. In this game, finally, Link learned to put the money back in the chest if he doesn't have enough room in his wallet. So, which, I mean, it's mostly just a mental thing, right? Because it's not that you're gonna go spend the money and then come back to the dungeon and get the money that you previously saw but didn't take. So it's just like to eliminate the feeling of wasting the pickup. But it isn't really any better in any other way. But I appreciate the upgrade anyways. There's a killing blow in action. Always lands on the dick. I don't know why. At least with these enemies. Okay, before I free the monkey, I'm gonna kill the spiders around it. And just a heads up. If you're gonna look at the screen at any point during this dungeon, do it when I say that we're about to encounter the Uku, because that is quite a design, quite a creature we will see. And I think even you, Hippolyte, have to see that. But of course feel free to watch the dungeon and the rest of it as well. There's a monkey stole your lantern, yeah, there's the same monkey from before, knows us pretty well already. And monkeys are going to be helping us throughout this dungeon. Which, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of monkeys in video games, but it's an interesting mechanic that you get to deal with in this dungeon, so I don't mind it at all. Man, I only have 3 hearts. That's... The beginning of every Zelda game is the scariest part, because you die real easy. Okay. Yes, this is like the central hub sort of room. I don't remember if the spiders have any sort of weakness or strength. I guess you just kind of whack them a bitch, what? A bunch, a bit, wow. Good thing this isn't trying to be like a PG-13 stream, otherwise I'd be already fucked. But alright, there is the bomb bug thing here.
This is already like adult-only stream with this monkey butt on the screen.
True, true enough.
Stop showing it off, Antroid.
I was just trying to see if they actually drew like an asshole on the texture. Which I think there might be one. But I'm not gonna look too hard. Because it's a monkey. Unfortunately. Imagine if this was Zelda actually, that would be much better. Alright. So we got ourselves a key, I think? I completely forgot, and also I don't see if there's any indication of us having keys in the hut. I don't think I see any sort of small key indication. Okay. Ah, no, it was 20 rupees, right? It must have been 20 rupees. So Midna's gonna try to talk to us, but should the it's kind of weird, because I thought the monkey already did the thing that it needs to do, but okay, let's talk to Midna then. There's some kind of altar. Alright! Yes, I do have a means to burn, to set the torches aflame. Kinda forgot about that, to be honest. Yeah, this is not the item that we get in this dungeon. We get something later. When I just started the stream, I forgot that I had a distance weapon, and apparently I forgot that I have a lantern as well. Alright, well, maybe there was not enough monkeys to do the things that... Maybe we need to find out about the monkeys first. Anyway, there's a map. Actually kinda useful in this game. This whole weird construction. You might remember the propellers that you use your leaf on, I think, in Wind Waker, yes, to blow the wind. And I guess the propellers are making an appearance again. It's a similar mechanic, though this time we don't have any sort of deco leaf or anything. We're gonna have to use another item, also another ass.
Holy fucking shit.
You're right at home, Kipper Cat, you're right at home. Don't worry about anything. There's been a monkey fight. Oh no, now we can't go any farther. Yes, so bridge was destroyed. They want to take you somewhere. Alright, yeah, so the monkey just has to want to do the thing that he'll do. I'm being probably more vague than I need to. It's very simple. Oh shit, there is... Ah no, I can't really put those... get those chests and stuff down right now. So, monks in this dungeon, they help us traverse certain gaps by acting as trapeze art people, what I don't know how they would be called, like trapezoids, whatever. Yeah, the monkeys act as trapezoids in this dungeon. That's exactly what needs to be said. Also, this was kind of pointless. I don't think it leads anywhere. You probably should investigate a place like this, because this is a forest dungeon. There is actually a fair number of just kind of pointless vines on the walls that lead nowhere, which is an interesting element. I appreciate it. I've always liked when level design includes things that don't actually serve any purpose, just, I don't know, to make you feel like you actually need to pick out the things that do something in the environment. Okay, judging by the little singing voice that we just heard seconds ago, I feel like the uku thing is right here. Okay, I don't even need to pick that one up. I think it might be behind the boulders. Yep, in the pot. I believe that's going to be in the pot. Yep, and you can see its head. So, you know the regular Zelda chickens, right? Surely you can't forget those cuckoos. This is kind of some horrible abomination between a chicken and a person. Wow, the camera is great, but here. How do you feel about this person thing?
What the fuck?
Phew! Out at last. Also the music here. Kind of
you know, this reminds me about that seaman game.
Ah yeah, the fish that learn and mock you. Yeah, I can see the resemblance. Gracious! Once I got in there I couldn't squeeze back out. You're a big help. Thanks. I've been looking for something in here, you see. Gracious, yes! You must need something here too. Shall we try working together for a while, fellow adventurer? You may not think I look like much, but I can be quite helpful. I can
kill it with fire.
Ah, it's an item, you can't kill it. Don't think of me as a burden. Now let's get started. You met Uku. You want to call her in the dungeon, she will let you out and allow you to return when you want. So it's also Link's face. Right. It's kinda like... There are items like this in games. Like, I think some game had like a breadcrumbs thing. I think that might have been Mother 1. And Earthbound has exit mouse. And some other games have things like this, I think. Basically, it's just a way to get out of the dungeon. And then back. I think it takes you back to the place where you left from. It might not, but I don't know. Basically, this you find this in every dungeon, I think. She gets lost somewhere in every dungeon. I don't know if Link always makes this face, though. But I never see a reason to use her because, well, at least not so far. Because it's not like you have to leave a dungeon for any sort of reason. Maybe to, like, heal up or something, but shouldn't really come to that. Okay, do I have a bottle full of... oops, my items are here. I do not actually have a bottle full of oil, so I better burn responsibly. Wow, I don't remember if they ever hurt me just by touching, but apparently this time they are capable of doing that. So in here you can... when I was playing last time, I just climbed around, went there thinking I was clever, but there is actually no good reason to do that I know of. I think maybe you can destroy that bridge, but what does that get you? I don't even know. Let's just kill the spider, because I'd rather didn't exist. Put away the... no? Go back? Yes. Hearts now. Okay, well, let's just go where the monkey is asking us to go. He's beckoning us. Okay, I guess it's afraid of the spider or of the plants. No, these aren't even real plants. I wonder if I throw it at the spider or something. Get fucked. Shit, I didn't do that last time. I don't even remember what I did. I think I went around and just kind of swung at it. Or maybe shot it with a slingshot or some shit, I don't know. We could have gone into that door, but as you can see on the map, this awful mini-map, that goes to another outside area. And there is actually... I'm not sure. Let's just take a look. I was about to be all logical, but then I understood now. I shouldn't have to do that. Okay, so yeah, you can actually cross here because this bridge does spin. The wind here is periodical. I think it spins the bridges here and there. The problem is when there's two bridges like there in the distance and they're misaligned, so there. But you cannot just rely on the wind itself. Yeah, I actually don't remember what's here. The monkey clearly knows where it wants me to go, but I'm gonna defy the monkey. Check out this detail, like the little plants on the floor. This is closer to Metroid Prime level than Wind Waker. Also key, okay. I guess I actually kinda had to go here because there was a locked door right where the monkey was pulling me towards. Cool. So this is like just a way to make you go out here and see stuff that you have to deal with later. Okay, cool, Link. Thinking like he's in GTA 5 or something. Before it rotates, run through, but I did also kind of want to look, see what is this actually meant to be. I guess it's just kind of endless void of forestry. Alright, well, let's go open that door. Spider's still dead. I think I remember the sort of room where I was having trouble last time. It might have been just my controls might have been set up badly because those bomb bug things were giving me trouble for some reason. I'm not even sure how, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. So we're going to be freeing more and more monkeys, and that will help us cross more and more gaps. Like for example here. This is kind of ridiculous, but the bridge just kind of snaps after we cross it, and of course, wouldn't you know it. I mean, also, this monkey just flat out isn't gonna help us until we rescue the other one. But I'm not sure, but maybe two monkeys are actually required to cross this bridge using the swinging thing. Yeah, well, this also teaches us a mechanic of rolling into totem poles to throw down whatever's on top of them. Useful for the mini-boss. Monkey survived. Time to stab some fuckers in the dick. Ah, oh, he was already dead, okay. I guess I just kinda spammed them all to death, didn't even get to stab anyone. In the dick, specifically. Alright, let's go back, monkeys. I don't think there's anything left. There might be like a chest under the stairs somewhere or something. Ah yeah, so yeah, 2 monkeys required here. I'm actually gonna take a look. I mean, if it's there, it's just gonna be money in it, but like to be thorough, because then I'll find a compass and I will see a chest icon and yep, fucking knew it. Shit, well, that was a bit of a miss, but sure. And I'll see a chest icon on the map in the room that I've already been in, and that's gonna just be eating at me. Especially considering I still am capable of carrying the money that I find. I'm not sure how much. I guess maybe 200 is the maximum right now. I'm not even sure we'll hit that in the dungeon. Maybe only from the chests, because there is not really a lot of money just dropping from stuff. Not like those orbs in the Wind Waker where you just smash it and there's just like rupees flying in every direction. Okay, so this area here is pointless right now. There's a Z, there's a chest that looks like a boss door chest, or boss key chest rather. I guess you can fall in the water if you really want to, but there is no reason to do that. I also guess this is kind of like a better way to get back than jumping across all the platforms and such. I wonder if monkeys can follow us if we climb there. But now we're going back into the hub room, and I think the 2 monkeys are gonna be able to let us onto the other side where there might have been a larger gap or something. Or maybe it's just, you know, we have a monkey for this gap. Well, I kind of fucked it up, but sure, we can just use the slope here. There's a monkey for one gap, and there is now another monkey for the other gap. Let's see. Yeah, that might be the case. So they just kind of let us go where they want us to go, and we have to accommodate. Alright, these vines don't go anywhere either, I'm pretty sure. Luckily, they at least always follow us, so we don't have to like manage monkeys or anything stupid like that. Alright. Oh shit. This thing detaches and still lives. Okay, I'm not gonna cut too much grass in case there's hearts in there. I think what kept hitting me last time is, in fact, this very thing where enemies just kind of touch you and deal damage, which for some reason I'm not really used to in 3D Zeldas that much. Even though it is a pretty usual thing. I think like the bubbles, those floating burning skulls do that. I'm not sure about regular enemies that have like swing animations and such, but... Alright, also the bomb's here, right, so I'm gonna toss that over, that plant swallows it up, it's gonna die horribly. Very cartoonishly animated as well. Might have, yes, a heart. Road troubles. I think those plants might have gotten me once or twice there. And there's one here as well, but that clearly is for later consideration. Alright, and I think also somewhere around here, is this where the plant was? I think it might be. Somewhere around here was a place where I tried carrying the bombs and I found out there was a closer bomb to my destination that I kept trying to use. So that one's clearly for this boulder here, but I'm gonna deal with this room, the rest of it, first. I wish you could jump up climbable walls like in Breath of the Wild. That game seriously spoils me on some things. Right, yeah, there... I'm not sure where I would have gotten confused on anything, but... Grab it! Okay, well, another try then. Maybe just grabbing them that is actually troublesome. Fucking... Oh, you can just pick them up without hitting. Okay, that's even better. And I threw it over. Okay, is it down there? Yes, it is. I just got a throw with a better measure of distance. Okay, so now we can't actually grab because I guess it kinda got out Or maybe you have to get the animation done. It's kind of annoying, but let's just not have to deal with the bombs more than I have to. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the thing was actually Link has a little bit of animation putting his sword back in the sheath, and that actually disables his interactions until he's done. Okay. Yes, 5 rupees, it's blue. Did you know? Okay, multitude of things. I guess I better blow up the boulder first, foremost.
Yeah.
Okay, success. That was... I made it look maybe like 5% easier than it actually is. And now I don't know if anything respawns, plants or not, but I'm gonna go get the chest that I liberated earlier. In here. That bomb bug in there almost makes me think, oh, pistol heart, cool. Almost makes it seem like, wow, Link is pissed. Like this plant can regrow or something, because there is really no reason for it to be there. There is nothing to blow up. Unless there's like a hidden wall in there, which I very much doubt. Yeah, I don't think this is like the Great Hollow in Dark Souls where you just strike a random wall and it's a passage. Okay, so let's go do the doors in order of difficulty. So this one, I had to blow several things up. Would be the more important door. Another monkey behind bars. Needs a small key. Not sure if I get the small key in this room or somewhere else. Let's see. Might be in that chest actually. Just to cement the fact that you can roll the poles. Okay, is it facing backwards? Okay, I guess it was. Also in Breath of the Wild, you can open chests from any direction. Link just kinda kicks it slightly and it opens up. Okay, so in here, there's a bunch of weird worm creatures or snake or something, hiding specifically under floor tiles. And they will throw you off if you step on them. Which I guess isn't that difficult to avoid. But if you forget to focus on them, they will very much unexpectedly throw your ass somewhere. Like here, for example, I do need to light some torches. And I better not take any shortcuts around the place. With all the torches lit, all the platforms rise, each one corresponds to one platform. You can see there is something under the stairs, so later when we get the ability to actually put out flames, we'll return here maybe for a little bit of money or something. There's a chest in there. Or actually it could be a key. I don't know the size of the chest, not really visible through all this plank bullshit. Anyway, I have the key, so let's free this monkey as well. Ay, okay, well. It's only better than giant spiders in turret 2. I have to waste like 3 grenades or something, or a full tank of fire flamethrower thing fuel. Or like 50 bullets or something. I wish I had a sword in turret 2, oh well. Yeah, there is another chest, yeah. Those vines actually lead somewhere. Let's grab that. Can't trust Link to grab the ledge. Oh shit, yeah. That's why. There was our button prompt that actually popped out. Let's see on the replay what was it? Grab, oh okay, I guess you can grab grabbable surfaces as you fall past them. That's interesting. I know what that looks about. Guess you can walk on it for a little bit. Maybe it'll come into play when we return here with our item. Okay, so one monkey out. I imagine that other room probably holds the compass eventually. Actually, it looks like it leads to another one. Let's go there first. Pretty sure the other door out of here that leads north, if you can see on the minimap, it goes into the giant open place, and that is where the two misaligned bridges were, which we can't really pass, so that door isn't even worth checking out, unless there's a small key in there, which is always a possibility. Especially considering that this is locked, but I'm probably just gonna get a key somewhere in here. Yep. Plant fucker rated. Okay, I'm pretty sure this isn't meant to be difficult or anything. Yeah. Okay, yeah, my shield does protect me from this portion. Alright, now probably feed it a bomb. Wonder if it's a multiple stage boss with more heads in every stage. Hopefully it's not like Flagra or anything. Or it just dies from one bomb. Okay, that's even better. Or does it? It's kinda weird that I could still lock onto it, but oh well. Hey, since when do keys just lie on the floor in Zelda? That's preposterous. Well, I mean, in 2D Zeldas they kinda do, but, you know. In 3D, at least they don't have physics. Did Breath of the Wild have keys? I don't remember, I don't think... No, I did actually have something like keys, I think, in some of the mini dungeon shrine things. Might have only had, like, buttons that open doors. I don't remember that much. It was a while. It was quite an experience, but it was a long time ago, so I don't remember all the details about Breath of the Wild. Kinda keep wanting to replay it, actually. And Mario Odyssey as well, but just... I don't know. Usually easier and more convenient just to sit on the internet, watch some YouTube bullshit or read something. Considering how many things I should be doing instead, I hope I kind of learn better. Okay, let's just see if there's a small key in here. No, nothing. Okay, but I think 4 monkeys should be enough to pass through the central part where the bridge was destroyed earlier by the bigger ass monkey. These are small ass monkeys, that was a bigger ass monkey, so let's go kill it. Obviously, the hierarchy of monkey society is the ass size. Okay, let's all you just drop down, don't do the swingy thing. There we go. I imagine if I was faced with this situation, I probably would have given up my quest. I don't quite fancy doing acrobatics above a giant bottomless pit, depending on 4 tiny monkeys to hold on properly. But Link is the element of courage. Element? What? The Triforce. He has the Triforce of courage. So I guess he's prone to doing stupid things every now and again. Okay, let's go with the defeat boss monkey. It's not even a big dungeon boss yet. This is gonna give us a dungeon item. If I remember correctly, the dungeon boss is actually like super easy. Kind of disappointing myself, but it's the first one, so I can forgive it. Dark magic boomerang, okay. Oh no, 2 plants. I still don't understand what the gesture is meant to convey. But sure. So, You already see how this goes. You... Also his ass is the weak point. You wait until he throws the boomerang, then you confuse him, stagger him by rolling into the hole he's standing on, and he doesn't catch the boomerang with his hand, instead catching it with his face, which is what we want.
Man, this is some kind of shit I would expect to see in Conker's Bad Fur Day, and not fucking Zelda.
Well, this Zelda has weird moments in it. Okay, maybe locking on is not the best idea because it makes you jump instead of rolling. Yeah. Actually, I didn't Conker have like a boss fight where the dinosaur chewed out bits of an ass?
I really don't remember.
I think it was in like the caveman area. After you race, there's the giant caveman boss and the dinosaur that you befriend. And there's the boss fight you ride on the dinosaur. I actually kind of want to play Conker again. You ride on the dinosaur and you first you bite him in the dick, which makes him drop his pants, and then you bite a bit of his ass off. Speaking of, this guy is dead. And I guess this creepy motherfucker was on his head or something, mind controlling him, so now he's nice. Still has a giant stupid ass though. I don't know if we see him might actually appear in the boss fight, for all I remember. But beyond that, luckily he's gone. A super magic boomerang though. Now this is fancy, but not quite as fancy as some later items in later Zelda games. Pair of Winds who resides in this boomerang somehow. You've freed me from evil, and I now have my true power back to spin around. Please take it with you, use it to aid your quest, and may both my power and my blessing go with you. Basically it's like the boomerang from Wind Waker, which you can lock on 5 targets, but in addition to cutting things, it also just makes a wind. So you use that to do wind-based things like put out fires and spin propellers and stuff like that. Okay, this way I found some good, so let's keep searching place around here. Also, then I'll go back to the place with the snakes and the tiles. First of all, fuck up the snakes, because with this boomerang we can upturn the tiles and expose them to death. And also, I probably should just use it instead of my... Someday I will remember what slot is what. Okay, okay, I should probably just keep remembering that the buttons that are on my controller are like backwards, so the top one is actually going to be the boomerang and the side one is going to be the lantern. Anyway, okay, Midna, you can actually relax. So you hold the thing. Yeah, this is the part which I think confused me a little bit, because I mean it does display the message, but oh, right. You actually have to press a trigger button to lock this time. And I guess when I played... Anyway, you'd think that would do that. I guess it just teaches you to do this repeatedly. Maybe if I alternate between like that, it's gonna give it more time to rest and affect the door better, or maybe not. Okay, that was enough anyway. So I actually somehow didn't realize that that was actually a separate action, manually locking onto things, and stuff didn't work initially. Stuff where you actually have to like do a sequence of wins instead of just going on one thing. Alright, and in here the monkeys are gone, traitorous bitches, so we have to actually maneuver around here. So you can very much do this, you can just throw it at one target and it's gonna work. Ah, piece of shit. course, the wind doesn't go anywhere, but periodically turns all this, so... But yeah, there is a point, if you remember the letter Z on the floor at one point, that is where you need to actually do a sequence of, well, winds, as I said before, but you can't do it without locking on properly. Well, I gotta steal some monkeys we haven't freed, blah blah blah, yes, let's just free them all and see what happens. Midna very much has this whole adventuring thing figured out. Yes, okay. So conveniently enough, this puts us in the room that is closest to the place where I wanted to backtrack. Pretty much just to the right here again. Hopefully the giant flowers did respawn, because I think they're capable of snatching you from the air if you jump over them like that. Otherwise there wouldn't really be a point in blowing that one up. No, I don't think there would be. Okay, let's fuck up all the snakes. They didn't really... I guess I might as well show how Link flies away if he steps on it. That could be mildly amusing if you're really bored, but I guess I just didn't give us enough reason to hate them, because when I first was here they threw me around a bunch, but it's still pretty satisfying to fuck them up like this. I don't see the farthest one, I guess it hasn't come out yet, but there we go. Blow them out, kill them properly. They're pretty creepy if you think about it, giant fucking weird caterpillar worm things just kinda hiding. Also you can have turn all the other tiles as well, I guess that has some sort of point. And they die in the water. So, now it's time to answer the question. Do these logs do anything? Maybe they don't. Huh, okay. And let's blow out all the fires of hell. Lower all these. It's kind of stupid that when it's in a cutscene, the other stuff doesn't actually happen. Oh well. Get fucked. Well, I won't return, but whatever. So what's gonna be in here? Money or key? Oh, another piece of art. I guess there are multiple in dungeons. That's interesting. I didn't remember this part. Alright, good thing I came back here. I was actually expecting it to be like 10 rupees or some shit. Alright, well, now we can go to that Z letter on the opposite side of the currently accessible part of the dungeon. Actually, there was another place where we could blow on a bridge, but it's kind of in the same area as well. I guess the Z letter really all it does is gets us the boss key. Yeah, I really don't need this here, but let's do it anyway. I guess it's faster than dropping down and running up the stairs. Okay, they aren't even following me, which is weird because I feel like there was more monkey stuff. The spiders are back? Yes, they are. Fucked. So I'm gonna use this path for no reason at all, even though climbing is hella slow. This would give me a time to drink something, but I don't really want now, so this is just... What's the word that I'm thinking of? I don't know. There's definitely a word that describes this mildly annoying situation, but whatever. So, this is a big old hint. I don't remember which one to start with, but I'm just gonna try in this order. Yeah, okay, that was correct. Maybe it also works backwards, I don't really know. Oh yeah, here we come. The boss key looks real cool. For some reason, looks like something out of Oblivion or Skyrim or something, I don't know. There's just like sharp metal bits, just make me think of those. Because I feel like those games had a lot of sharp metal bits in them. Anyway, next order of business is here, where we got that... Ah yeah, this one we don't even need to blow, because there is wind here anyway. Gonna work immediately. But in the next one, where we got the small key ones, now we can do stuff, because it's indoors, and indoors wind doesn't blow most of the time, so we have to manually spin this bridge. Ah, was not high enough, okay. That was also not high enough. Let's just look onto it. Hello Trumpet, weird to know, it's the basic one. Moreover, it's actually the GameCube version, so it's like the lowest possible. I wish I could emulate the HD version and play it, because the textures, the higher res textures do really make a good difference. But I think in today's stream I will hit the place which is the farthest I've ever gone myself in this game. So there is still a point in me playing this, because most of it is going to be discovery of the minute details that I have never remembered about this game. It's not for us to check the temple out completely, help all of the monkeys, oh well as the rest of them. Nathan, you've got such a big heart. Okay, 3 monkeys left looks like. I like to imagine that the structure of this tree and the amount of these mushrooms growing on is pretty much the population cap of the monkeys around here. If any more are born, they are just drowned immediately, because there aren't platforms for them to exist on. Maybe the babies don't have to stand on platforms, I don't know. I don't know how monkey society works. Alright, there's the... Yeah, I'm currently on the spinning bridge. But let's see, there are more stuff first to do in the last part, isn't there? Yeah, we could have spun that bridge a bunch more times. I just followed the monkey because the monkey was desperate for my attention. And this game, better than Wind Waker, you don't have to like wait untold hours for the boomerang to come back. I think you are able to pull out the sword immediately, let's see. Yeah, you don't have to wait for it, you can start attacking with your sword immediately. Ah, it's so much better. Ooh, shit. Okay, locked door there. Tiny room in here. I guess that's just kind of a stun against these. Death stab. They definitely look cooler than the Skulltulas in Ocarina. Okay, let's cut down all the plots. There's another motherfucker. Also, I think you can lock onto just kind of random areas. You don't have to have a target. But you see there, I wasn't actually locked onto the string. I was instead locked onto the wall behind the string. So I guess it's kind of cool, but largely pointless. Okay, let's stun this guy. Alright. Forgetting about this, but it's a very satisfying move. Let's kind of push that fucker in. Alright, can you... Oh yes you can. Okay. One of these is, I know, a better place to land. Oh, well, I mean, you can land inside the plant and get eaten. I don't know if I'm meant to be mashing right now. But one of them, I think, puts you on a ledge where you actually have to be. Oh! Okay, misunderstood the prompt there. I thought I would do the finishing blow, but I nearly jumped into the plant. And bombs attack. Okay, apparently you can just... No! Don't put it on the ground. Okay. Apparently you can still pick it up when you even have your sword out. Guess I was approaching those guys entirely wrong. Okay, so there, I don't think there is a huge point to killing this guy, maybe for the money. But alright, so which hole would I need to fall out of? That one, and that is the opposite one, the one that was webbed. Because the one that we are going to climb out now is the only one that wasn't webbed originally. So falling down here wouldn't accomplish anything. I guess I just picked the wrong one out of the two obvious ones. Oh well, that's the nature of trial and error. I guess I could have just, you know, been a smart person and climbed down first and scouted the area, but I mean that would be long. Two monkeys remaining. Funny thing you should mention that Trumpet Weirdo 277. I'm probably not gonna keep repeating her full name there, but pretty much the same for me. I mean, I've played the beginning of it. As I mentioned, I have gotten to the second dungeon, and I didn't actually go into it, I don't think. Maybe I went into it and immediately stopped. Because I was just kind of trying it out, because by that point I knew I would stream it. I've only seen it played on YouTube and such, but even before I tried it myself, I pretty much already knew it was my favorite one. And Breath of the Wild is really cool. So I can't say it's like super best Zelda of all time, but from the like more classic 3D ones, I think I prefer it to the rest of them. Though, don't get me wrong, the N64 ones and Wind Waker are also great. Wind Waker may be slightly less great, but it also is very atmospheric. But Majora and Ocarina are really good games, but this one is just like, it's pretty much Ocarina of Time, but like times 11. Or I guess maybe 11 would be a little bit too much, but you know. A more timely take on what Ocarina would be. Some people would claim it is to this game's detriment because it's just the same old thing. But I personally never felt anything wrong with having just more of the same great thing that you already enjoyed. I mean, the story is entirely new, the characters and the dungeons and whatnot. Just like the formula, hey, you go through 3 dungeons, then something happens, you go through several more dungeons, and some of them kinda resemble the Ocarina ones thematically, and what else would be a valid-ish criticism? I guess it's like it takes place in Hyrule and not in some kind of like weird gimmicky version of it, which is like an ocean or the sky or something. Ah, yes, I don't think I want. Depends, I guess, on your definition of 100%, because I did get all the masks, but I did have to look some of them up on the internet. I don't think I got all the heart pieces and such. Okay, this leads nowhere. Majora's Mask is probably the most frustrating. I guess Wind Waker has the naval combat, which I think frustrated me more than anything in Majora. But in Majora, I really dislike some of the mini games. I'll just say that, and a couple of the side quests are completely unintuitive. But atmospherically and story-wise, it's fantastic. So I can't really stay mad at it. And Ocarina is the classic old, like... Well, I mean, classic is pretty much how you define it. It's not even just because it happened to be the first and like one of the most successful ones, but there's just something about the spirit of it that makes it feel like, you know, like a creation from an older time, more so than it actually is. Like, it's just kind of simpler and more, I don't know, it's got heart to it. Ah, the time. Well, I mean, I'm presuming you knew about the Half the Time song, right? Where you play the Song of Time backwards and slows time by 2, I guess you would say that. Pretty much it goes at half speed. And that was always more than enough for me. If anything, when I was doing side quests, there was some times where I had to actually kill time because nothing was happening, and I had to wait until a certain point of time to finish some side quests. Now stop hitting me. And I actually had to... Oh right, this other stuff is just kind of mashing 2 buttons. I had to pretty much use the emulator's frame skip feature to make it more bearable. Wait, couldn't get to, what do you mean? Didn't do the song, or couldn't get to what? Okay, here it's kind of cool. Check out this puzzle. You can't, I mean, I guess maybe it is a bit obvious, because you can't really get to that bomb manually. Yes, maybe you can, no, you can't really jump that. So what you have to do here is use the boomerang, first grab the bomb, and then go and just kinda deliver it. Wait, couldn't get to the current? What does it mean? Oh shit! Maybe that's the wrong... Yeah, okay, I guess you just throw it. Well, that was cooler in my head. Do you mean like couldn't get into the Ocarina of Time, or... Because that's the only way I can understand that sequence of messages now. Because you get to the Ocarina and Majora's Mask really early on. Yep. Right, I think this is the exact thing that happened on my first time through this dungeon. In the like test run. I also thought you just had to carry... Ah, this is where you carry things. Because you can't really throw a bomb that high up. Okay, well, I'm glad it's okay then. You can't really get the bomb that high up on your own, so you have to make it smash into the rock using the hurricane. There we go, and there's another one. And of course, you can also grab the bomb, I'm pretty sure, from this ledge, so it's still possible. Stuff on the ceiling, you can cut them down if you really want to, but why would you do that? Create a mystery section. Maybe they will eat the bomb or some shit? I don't know, let's see. And I better get out of the way actually. Oh, the bomb blew up on the... here. Huh. Interesting, I wonder how you make it not happen. Maybe there is like another target. Did you find the trajectory better? Let's see. This is gonna just smash on the ceiling. Okay, I didn't smash on the ceiling. I guess that worked. I don't remember doing that before. Maybe it was just slightly finicky. But that's the kind of thing where slightly unintentional filling solutions work out, and that's really satisfying to do. Okay. Do I have all the monkeys? I feel like there's still one missing, but I'm not sure where else I could go. Oops. Map is that. Oh, I guess I didn't go the opposite way down there. Okay. Cool. Makes sense. Man, this dungeon is much easier than my first impression would told. What's the proper phrase that I wanted to make there? My first impression would have told me, I guess. For some reason I remember having maybe not trouble, but a little bit of challenge in this one. Let's see how the water temple goes, but that's gonna be the third dungeon, so not very soon. Oh wait, I didn't go there because it was locked. Right, makes sense, okay. I didn't just forget about it. Forget about it! I didn't. What? And I'm so grateful that you actually have control while the boomerang flies around. I guess you could walk around in Wind Waker. I don't remember if you could walk around. Didn't mean a damn thing on the boat though, because you can't really walk around on your boat. Okay, let's just make the boomerang fly all over the place. I don't know if this was strictly necessary, but I hate those guys. So I want them dead. I don't think I actually found the compass anywhere, which is kind of bizarre. Oh, you know what? It might be in the chest in the central hub room that is hanging by the thread. Kinda wanna get it now. First, let's finish this room, of course. And I feel like the lock one also works better in this game than before. Just kinda more polished overall feeling. Okay, hopefully that's all of them. Yes. Alright. This is as simple as just blowing the two of them. I guess it is. This one. The top level of the room where we've been before. Yeah, there's a chest. A big looking chest as well. Oh, and apparently I already have more than 200 gold, so I wonder what... Gold? Rupees. I wonder what the limit is right now. Maybe it tells me if I look in the inventory somewhere. Maybe it's in this menu? Wallet. Oh, 300, okay. Neat. I don't remember how to get bigger wallets. I might not have gotten a bigger wallet in my time. Because that was real early when I stopped. Okay, let's do a little bit of backtracking first, because I want to have my feeling of completion, and that means getting the compass, which I'm assuming is in there. Luckily it's not too slow. This thing automatically sets itself in the correct position every time, so that's convenient. And here I'm not gonna ever do the climbing on the wall thing again, because that's hella slow. Just jump like a proper platforming-ish game protagonist. This monkey still here, shirking all its difficulties. Actually, I think it's on that place with the mushrooms as well. I think they are, but they just kind of teleport ahead of me here into this room. Oh shit, I blew all the fire out. Well, or some of the fire at least. Luckily, I don't actually need to go in that direction. Yeah. And all that, I didn't even manage to cut the chest down. Yeah, if there's the animation, it means there's a compass. Finally looks like a proper item. Not the weird blue blob like an Ocarina and Majora. I don't remember what it looked like in Wind Waker. Yeah. So did I miss anything? If this isn't something useful, capture monkeys are. Actually, yeah, it does probably point to the monkeys as well, because they are all magnetized. But let's actually open them up. Oh yeah, there is a chest in here. Interesting. Anywhere else? No. Good. Don't want to backtrack too much. Where is that one? Somewhere up high, perhaps? In some corner that I didn't see? Let's see. Ooh, it's probably down here. Yeah. I like these kinds of hidden things where... it reminds me of Quake 1, honestly, because of all the water. But not necessarily... I guess it's usually water. Hello, Hazmati, yes, hi.
Hello.
I guess it's not always water, but like this pool really looks like the place that just punishes you for falling down and lets you get out. But there is actually something useful, mildly useful, I guess, in there if you jump on purpose. And every Quake level at any sort of moat or water filled area always had some cool secrets in there. Man. Now I need to play Conker's Bad Fur Day and Quake 1. also that Quake race from the ESA, or ESA. For some reason when I see those speedrun races, I always keep rooting for whoever's in last place at the moment. Ah, that's alright, Hazmati. Presuming you don't just skip the recordings and still watch if you wanna be up to date on this game. In particular, I just wanna show you... Ah, damn it, there's gonna be a cutscene. Well, after the cutscene I'm gonna try to show you a certain item that I got. Presuming it actually shows it in the proper size in the inventory. And after that, feel free to do whatever you wish. So yeah, all the monkeys, they're gonna now form a giant trapeze situation. But before doing that, that also kind of like reminds me of Yoshi's Island. Which in turn reminds me I should be playing more games on my SNES Mini, which I started and then just kind of stopped. So, items... This thing. I guess doesn't really show it in 3D, but check out this chicken with a human head and two weird beady red eyes. You'll see it in every other dungeon as well, so you aren't missing anything. Where? Okay. Now boss time. Upside down lock, I don't know why. Just to be annoying, maybe? I mean, it's okay, Razmati. I don't really take any issue with that. Not like a personal offense, nor... I don't know what else I would... why else I would take an issue with that, but yeah.
Kick rise every time you don't show up.
Inside, maybe. On the inside, but yeah, if you wanna see this game, I of course recommend you watch the recordings, but you said you will, so that's all fine. Hello everyone! You're just in time for Lava Piranha here. Dia Baba. Ah, that...
What a fucking stupid name.
Well, I mean, the plants are all called like Baba something. So this one is like... What's it phrase? You either die a Baba or you live long enough to become a villain, I guess, or something, I don't know. A Dane, maybe. Hey, boss done. No, I'm just kidding. I guess that's the reason for the log model to exist, because the bomb flower jumps out of its hole there. Okay, this plant has eyes, or one eye, and teeth. I guess they all have teeth now that I look about it. Look about it, yes, I do look about it. Also, the camera here is sure handy, because I can't even spin it. Okay, cannot do much at the moment. I guess I could throw some pots in its face, but... Now this asshole comes. And I think he's gonna provide bombs. Or something. Yes. Cool. I don't know if you have any reason to ever... I quite like the music when it comes to that, like, attacking time. But I guess maybe the heads attack additionally or something. Scheiße! Okay, that's an interesting attack. I should go destroy some pottery. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna try destroying the other heads now. It's probably not even permanent. Let's see what it does. Maybe it is permanent. Let's find out. Considering how slow this is, I wouldn't really see a point in disabling them temporarily, but who knows. Also quite convenient that when there is quite an obvious lock-on target, it has a very, very wide range. You don't even have to aim specifically at it to lock it on. Like that. Because aiming with a... with a stick is kind of abominable. What does this remind me of? I guess maybe the missiles in Metroid, like, you know, the split ones when there's 5, because you can very much get the bomb blown up if stars align that way. And I mean before it reaches the destination. I guess there's an element of timing you could use to make it better, but it's too late, the boss is done. I quite like the animation of it dragging out like that. Some Zelda games have very satisfying boss death animation for some reason. Ocarina in particular, I remember right off the bat. The first spider boss thing, whatever its name is, it kinda just also falls apart and dies. The Dodongo guy, the King Dodongo or whatever his name is, in the second dungeon, he rolls down into the lava and turns to stone or something. Too bad though, they're all like creatures of evil magic and they just kind of disperse immediately, but oh well. Okay, so we found first of the several things that Midna wants. We don't even know what it is at the moment, but I think one of the light spirits told us it's like super dangerous dark magic shit. That's what I was looking for. That's a fused shadow. It's what the light spirit called dark power, exactly. Do you remember what that spirit said about how you had to match the power of the King of Shadows? Would it really be so easy? Is this all there is to it? The result of 3 fused shadows. I think the other light spirits have the rest. You want to know exactly what fused shadows are? Well, maybe I'll tell you if you find the other 2. And when whoever tells, I don't remember if it's her or a spirit or something, but when we get told about the fused shadows, that's one of the best cutscenes in the game, so I'm gonna point it out. Probably even cooler than the cutscene where the creatures invade Hyrule Castle and like Zelda drops the sword and whatnot. Guess we better do your best to find them, hi! Let's not waste any more time here when we could be looking for the other 2. And for once, for goddamn once, teleporting out of a dungeon makes a little bit of sense, because just Midna has a power of teleportation anyways. I guess it hasn't been really in the light so far, but we will have fast travel soon. Heart container, hell yeah. And I think we have like 3 pieces of heart as well, which in this game means we have to find 2 more and not 1, but still close. Okay, if this was any other game, I would probably think there would be a secret behind one of the waterfalls, but I don't think there's ever anything in the boss room apart from the heart. What? Did you just call me an ass-mite? You ass-mite? Okay. Sometimes the Simlish that she talks and kind of arranges itself in unfortunate ways, I guess. Not the ass-mite is not the worst thing I've been called, so I'm fine with it. Also, check out this crackleure or whatever the filter is in Photoshop. It's like the most default filter in Photoshop that, like the background here is the scroll thing. Also, I think he was in Majora's Mask in the snow head or snow peak or whatever it was in dungeon as a wall texture. Heroic Link! Do not think that Hyrule is now saved from the spread of Twilight. Leave these woods and go to the east. Oh, to the east, where you will find the land protected by the spirit Elden. There you will find those who seek rather. But know that these lands lie in Twilight, they are now in dark realm covered by clouds of dusk. If you set foot beyond the curtain of Twilight, you will revert to your beast forms to be prepared. Arrow chosen by the gods, leave these woods and go. Yes, Elden, yes, I think you already said that. That's better. So, yes, of course, you'll need to go help the other spirits, don't you? Yes. See you later. I'm gonna go visit my village first. And if I remember where it was, I think it's south. Might as well call upon, I guess. Is she actually around? She might not be around. Nothing happened. Okay, well, I tried at least. In the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy this forest music. Man, isn't this just like one of the best just forest environments, just atmospherically? I don't know if I know much better ones. This very well conveys that, like, the sunny summertime green forest. Apart from that thing in the sky, of course, but you know, you don't have to look at it. If I had a smartphone of some kind, I would be playing this music all the time when I was walking around in the parks and forests. Too bad the area here is small, and I think around here the music is gonna change to the village theme. Or just nothing. Cool too. This environment just reminds me of Rune. Also, I probably shouldn't be throwing this here. I don't think you can cut down the bridge here, but still. This just makes me think of Rune for some reason. Oh well. I would say now I have to play through Rune as well, but for some reason I'm not feeling that as much as the other two ones. Man, why don't they play the forest music in here? It's a perfect opportunity. Heck, I would be glad if it played in Orden instead of the standard village theme. Yeah, let's surprise everyone with our fancy new digs and just being alive, I guess. Last time we were here it was night and we were trying to sneak around as a wolf. The children are still all gone, but hey, at least we are alive. Lunk, you've come back to us. I've heard the children, these poor children, they were taken by monsters. I'd forgotten how quiet the village is without them. How nice it is, right? Why would you ever want children running around making noise? Link, you're okay. Do you know what happened? You haven't seen the tigers, have you? The monster stormed in here and carried them all off. Ilya, the little ones, all of them. Russell got hurt pretty bad too. The mayor's gone looking for the kids, but he's getting on in years, you know? I'm worried for him. You've got to search for the tigers. Please, Link. Arvar, do you mean the village theme or the forest? Because the village theme, I mean, it's nice enough, but for some reason the village themes in Zelda have always been kind of almost painfully boring to me. It conveys the atmosphere, but it's nothing that I would try to immerse myself in too much. But the forest theme is just like my jam. Both? Huh. Well, wait a couple minutes until we get to... I guess there isn't really much. I'm gonna go check on Russell in his house. The mayor is gone, apparently I don't have to go to the farm or anything. Basically, wait until we get into Hyrule Field. I think this is my favorite Hyrule Field theme. Better than Ocarina and better than Wind Waker's Ocean music. Really heroic sounding and really puts you in the mood for adventure. Unfortunately, it's not quite a wide open world. But still. Link! Oh, at last the present surprised. You're safe at least. Yes. Ule. Monsters! They, my sword, they! Actually, did they take the sword or... I guess he thinks they took, but hey. What's that on my back? No, don't mind that. The silence of this village, does it not chill you as it does me? While they were gone, we were set upon by evil creatures. I suppose you have already heard, but the children, poor Ilya, they were taken. They're all worried that perhaps you had been taken as well. Oh, but I'm sorry, as much as I would like to give these tidings to my husband, let's just fall asleep. It really is a fine thing to see you return. I'm sure everyone would be pleased to see if you were to stop in and say hello. Well, I will talk to the fat lady at the shop. Oh, and they do notice the sword on my back. The evil creature stole it from us, Soul. But you got it back. Ah, yeah, about that. How wonderful. I know it is safe in your hands. And now, yes, please keep using it, Link. Well, Link, I hope you will return again to show me your shining face. It does my heart good to see you well. Right. I don't think I have a reason to ever set foot in this house again, but maybe they will come outside at some point. Right, let's go into the field now. I visited the village. There wasn't really any point to it, but felt appropriate to do. After finally getting freedom. I guess I could have done it before doing the temple, but you know. I was kind of in a rush there. Alright, now let's listen to the forest music a little bit more and hopefully we'll get to the Field very soon. And hopefully it doesn't turn nighttime by the time I do that, because that kind of stops the music. I have not played FF9. I've read some bits about it in the Great Dragon magazine. I have it on Steam. I may actually have it installed currently, but I have not actually played it. I intend to at some point, because there is a part of me that wants to play a bunch of major JRPGs that I have not played. The only ones that I have played are Mario ones and the Mother series. Most. I've started FF4. I didn't super like it, but I might even try that one again, because some parts of it I did enjoy. And I do have the 3 Final Fantasies on my SNES Classic Mini. I have a bunch of other JRPGs on there as well, and some on Steam Final Fantasies and some other ones. And I got the Octopath Traveler 2nd demo on my Switch, which I will at some point get around to playing and seeing if I want to buy that game as well. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to check out the settings for the graphics. Oh well, there's always more time. The map is still gonna look a bit like shit, but that doesn't really hurt us too much. Okay, this boulder is still here. We don't have bombs yet. I think this might be the way out. Yes, okay. The thing that bugs me also lowers the music. Unfortunately, the battle music is just gonna cut in always. Or maybe it's not gonna. Okay, cool. The thing that bugs me about JRPGs is that they're super linear most of the time. I've been asking around for a non-linear-ish JRPG in some chats. Yeah, I heard 9 is pretty good. I heard it's more like the SNES ones. I wouldn't mind I wouldn't even mind grinding or anything, but what I do mind when it just railroads you, especially through the world map. But I think later Final Fantasies don't really do that, right? You do get some choice. Where's that fucker? Looks like something from some other game. Scoop the worm. Ah, right, I have to use the bottle for it actually. I guess I don't need the lantern at the moment. Where is the worm? Shit, I think it escaped. Oh well. Well, that guy's back. I guess they drop lures or bait or whatever. By unnecessary, I mean optional, right? Got a worm in a bottle. Fish love these. The fishing rod, yes. I might not get a fishing spot, a good fishing spot before I need a bottle, but yeah, we'll just keep it here for a while. Okay, there's flying birds of some sort. Yeah, I think it's time to cut into better music there. There's also this thing. A male beetle. Bug funds loud at golden color. Check out code bugs on the collection screen. Yeah, that I'm aware of. The general setting and parts of the story of the Final Fantasies I'm aware of. It kinda, from what I understand, 9 kinda goes back to more fantasy, less sci-fi stuff. So yeah, people have said that this field is just too empty and too large, but I have never minded. I know objectively that not a lot of people are fans of that kind of stuff, but personally I've always been big about big empty worlds. I don't mind that there's sometimes nothing to do in them, because the traversal itself, and by traversal I just mean like walking, not necessarily any sort of puzzle required to do that. It's just nice, because it does create the feeling of a bigger world. Wait, what? But 9 is on PC. I have it on Steam. All 3 PlayStation ones are.
Talking about things numbered 7, 8 and 9.
Yes.
There are discounts on Might and the Magic on good old games.
Well, I own them all, predictably, so... But good to know for other people who might want to pick those up. I can thoroughly recommend, if you like any sort of RPGs. They don't have too much of a story. Also, giant skeleton dog. Well, not giants really, but you know. I guess Midna doesn't really talk to us about enemies. Man, this thing is much cooler than any of the other skeletons in Zelda games that pop out at night, like the Stout Children. Ah, you mean early on, like when they first came out, right? Or something. Did they release them that back then? On PC somehow? I haven't been really following. Why does it have bones, like, sideways from his face? It's like I had a mane in life. It had bones in it for some reason. So I guess here's the night music. I do enjoy the day music more, but I wish there was a tune to play to skip the day again. Ah, not the same. So these are a bit different from the bluer guys. I wish I could know their names. Midna just doesn't want to tell me anything. Yeah, she just tells me information about the main quest. Too bad. Zelda enemy names are weird, and I also kinda enjoy just knowing how the designs of the basic moblins, bokoblins and other people change throughout the games. Okay, so that was a clocked gate there. And that looks a bit blocked by rocks or something, but let's investigate anyways. I think we're going east right now. Yeah, Midna did tell us to go always into the east, but... Eight. Well, wasn't 8 quite controversial? I remember in Great Dragon, of course, Lord Hunter was a big fan. And there was significantly more hype for that than for 9. But I thought on the internet more people hate 8 than 9. Apparently some of the mechanics are just bad with the magic drawing and stuff. And the card game some people really hate. And the story apparently in some later parts gets so stupid. I don't remember too many details. I know pretty much the stuff from the Spoony videos. Okay, I see another bug on a tree there. I'm gonna try to use the boomerang for it. Nice little skidding animation there. Oh, didn't even give it to me. Okay, didn't need any sort of bug net or anything. Female beetle, bug fans, yes. Can I make them have babies or... Collection screen. Where is my collection screen? Collection. Golden bugs. Oh, interesting. I wonder if this is a unique species or... I'm not actually sure. I know there is a girl somewhere in Hyrule Castle Town somewhere, I think, that is all about bugs. And she is actually a character in the Hyrule Warriors. I don't remember her name though. And I think you collect bugs. And you have to like collect all the bugs to give to her. I guess they glow in the dark, so that's useful. Hey, remember the postman from Majora's Mask? Got the redesign. Go no further. There is a black wall ahead that blocks the way. I thought I would deliver a few letters, but it seems impossible. I'm the honorable and dependable letter carrier, known to some as the postman. Now that I have introduced myself, please take this letter and read it at your leisure. Read letter, yes. We do that read when I receive it. Oh, business concluded. Honor to mail. Well, you know, it's kind of like me in Might Magic 8. I like it more than 7, which is contrary to most people's opinion. Okay, let's read the first letter. Post office notice. If I have a letter for you, I will approach you at high speed. Please do not flee. Okay. Thanks for the warning, bro. Let's check about the bugs up here. Is that a bug up there on the tree? I think that might be a bug. I guess it gives you stuff to do at night. That's nice. No, it's a heart piece, actually. Interesting. I guess I can probably use the domain for it. Ah, well, that makes sense, War. People's first games usually stick by them like that. Alright. I've never noticed that one before. Cool. I don't think I see any more bugs. Man, that little boom boom. I forget what the instrument is. It's like when you pluck the strings on any sort of string instrument, I think, but it had some sort of specific name in the MIDI banks that I used to remember. It was like pizzicato strings or something. But those two notes really make me think of Heroes 3 music. Just the regular kind when you're on the map. Or actually it might be when you're watching the AI take its turns. Okay, this looks awfully suspicious. Maybe some grass, or just kind of like here for detail. Well, detail is good too. Yeah, that man, I almost kind of want to launch that tune as I'm running. Hey, unlicensed double commander. Actually, I cannot launch the tune as I'm running because if I unfocus my window, it my controller no longer works. Let's see. Well, I can't actually hear it over. Well, whatever. I'm gonna launch that. Actually, is the music gone in the menu? Yeah, it's quieter here. Let's see. Yeah, that was the one that I was thinking of. You're gonna hear the beginning of that exactly like this tune here. Man, I wish it was day. Can't really tell very well with the giant twilight clouds everywhere. I guess it is kind of moving. Huh, that's strange, War. I guess PC ports back in the day were kind of shit overall. Oh, the moon is gone. Well, that was quick. The stars are all triangular. Also, you got this subtle effect of the cloud shadows scrolling along the floor and such. Right, let's go into Twilight. Turn into a wolf again. I guess we don't get to hear the daytime field music as much as I would enjoy it, but whatever. Much closer than I thought. Yes. Remember, right? You know what this is? Yes, yes, yes. Well then, yes, shall we? We shall. Now I can take a sip of tea. Oh, you're doing that? Yes. So another wolf section arbitrarily. We have to collect more tears of light. I do like the Twilight music though, thing. And the general feel. He's a good boy, now this is what I have to say from now on. Ah, look how lovely the Black Cloud's Twilight are so fetching today. Feels so much more at ease here. Looks so much better than this and those dusty clothes anyway. Let's get going. Almost sounds like she wants us to take her clothes off, but I'm not gonna take it that way because I can't actually do that. I don't know what I feel about those fucking pixels everywhere that are floating up into the sky. It's kind of weird. I feel like the Twilight aesthetic in this game isn't really cohesive. Sniff. This is the toy sword from one of the kids. These kids, if you forgot them. Colin and the rest of them I don't remember. You learned the use scent. Didn't make a wolf more convenient. Now use X to hone your senses. You've been reawakened as a wolf, I think. Right, X is this. So we can follow the smell, but I mean, kinda obvious where it will go. So I'm actually gonna have detours. Yeah, this is a GameCube emulated game here. This came out on the Wii, but on the Wii it was mirrored. And I decided to trade the possible motion controls for stuff like bow and whatnot, and the boomerang I suppose, for the proper right-left orientation. This rock is just straight up floating above the landscape, that's a bit unfortunate. You can probably blow it up or something, but later. And there is a piece of heart on that rock, which I'm not sure my boomerang can get that one. Actually, maybe it can. I don't know if it has a distance limit. That thing in there, the little beehive-looking opening, that actually is a hookshot target. Spoiler alert, there's a hookshot in this game. So that's for way later. I think you get the hookshot in the third temple. It was mirrored because Link is usually left-handed, traditionally in pretty much every Zelda game. But to better translate motion controls into his sword motions, they wanted to make him right-handed. But I guess they didn't want to test the entire game to make sure that nothing breaks if only Link is mirrored, so they mirrored the whole world. Well, I mean, that makes sense. GameCube was only slightly more powerful than PS2, I think. Oh shit. Damn it. I guess you can't really cancel that move. That's why I have to kill this one first. The game looks better in some places. In the dungeons there's more detail to it. Of course, me being me, I don't really mind graphics on this level. Hello, Luis. That is up.
Hello.
Time to get introduced to teleportation. What's this? That's strange. The bridge is gone. Wonder if this is the work of those shadow creatures. Ugh, what a pain. Oh well, let's look for it. You! Get your map out! So, I don't think anyone remembers or noticed really. I don't think I pointed it out. But there was a bridge piece just kinda lying in the forest at some point. I actually don't remember exactly where it was. Let's just teleport here and see. It might be there. So several times in this game, when there are certain things, objects under the fast travel points like that thing in the sky, you can teleport giant things into their proper places. Yeah, that piece of wood sticking out there in the corner, that's the bridge. Yeah, I agree, Elwar. I mean, I don't mind graphics like Witcher 3 or GTA 5 or something, occasionally, but also, since I'm an emotionless husk right now, the only way I can enjoy games anymore is, well, I mean, not the only, what the best way is if they evoke some kind of nostalgia, and nothing evokes nostalgia better than graphics on the level of Doom, or at the very least, like, as you say, PS2 level. Let's teleport the giant bridge. Yeah, let's take the bridge. I don't think anyone needs it here. And we teleport here. Kakariko Gorge. And the Kakariko village has suffered through so many iterations. In this game, it's quite different from how it was in Ocarina. And in Breath of the Wild, it's also different from all those, either of those actually. You'll see what it is like. I think we might have mentioned it in Wind Waker somewhere, but maybe not by name. I mean, not not like in the game, but when I was playing Wind Waker, I remember there was a little bit of talk somewhere with someone about the music that plays in an area adjacent to Kakariko. Yes. So, can we now just teleport? Portals! Portals off. I forget how to do that. Ah! Now if we press the midna button, we have the option to warp. So that's nice. I probably am gonna very sparsely use it because I enjoy running around. If we were following this scent, I think it would lead us there, under that sign and all that. I'm gonna check out this area. I think it's just gonna be blocked off, but still, good to look at stuff ahead of time. Also, use this to gain a little bit of a boost. Oh hey, it's not actually blocked off, is it? Or might be a horse jumping bridge somewhere here. Ah, no, there's just rocks. Yeah, honestly, Luis, I've expressed it many times. I don't like Oriental themes in fantasy, so Wild West theme, I would take over it. Though the actual Kakariko here isn't that Wild West, it's just like the Forgotten Town behind it is a bit more into that. This one is just, it feels like just like a normal fantasy village, just happened to be in these like wasteland cliff mountains instead of a grassy area or a forest. Midnight Twilight Boblins or whatever they are. Schmoblins, let's just call them all Schmoblins. White button mashing. I'm gonna admit I was just kinda holding lock on and mashing the attack button the whole time there. As usual, I'd prefer these games if they control with a mouse and didn't have any lock on like Hyrule, but you can't have everything, can you? So, if we were checking out the scent, it leads here. Pretty elaborate gate. Trying to keep in or out. Yes, Midna, thank you for telling me. Actually, kind of want to see what the sign is like. I guess that is letters of some sort. I guess I can actually see the last four do resemble Rico a little bit, if you really squint. Death Mountain, I don't know. I honestly, can you see it yet? I wonder. The Death Mountain, this game, it looks like a giant cabbage. I really don't like the shape on top because it looks, instead of a mountain, it looks like some weird flower thing with petals and whatnot. Let's see, I think we might not be able to see it over all these mountains. Well, I mean, those letters very much look like just English letters. I guess the K has a little connection at the bottom, but still, R is very obvious. But yeah, from afar, from the side, I actually, maybe Death Mountain actually might be one of my least favorite designs in this game, because it just was... Oh shit. Would I have done like the finishing builder or something, or was the prompt just to jump. Yeah, I guess it's just to jump. Because of the really weird 3D shape of it when you see it from afar. I don't know if I like it. Actually, I do. I do know. I don't like it very much, but you know. Maybe one day I'll understand what they were trying to go for, and I will appreciate it more. But it does look like a giant fiery cabbage. Okay, so here's Kakariko village. It's quite interesting. Another one of these ambushes. Okay, take care of... Oh, he isn't even dead. Okay, that one's done. Let's lure them together. And there we go. There's the spirit's spirit. The hero who was transformed in blood beast into Twilight. This way. Let's go get the vessel for the tears. So we can collect its light from the giant bugs. Yes, I'm not even gonna read it because it doesn't say anything useful. Vessel of light. There's insects, some invisible. Blah blah, that is concealed. Yes, let's go. So can we already see Death Mountain? Yeah. So what the fuck is that meant to be? That okay, I'm gonna get a slightly better angle. Where would be a better angle here? I guess that was actually the best angle I could get in this area from the farthest. This makes the other mountains cover less. So Hippocat, look at this and tell me this thing above the rocks doesn't look like a giant cabbage. Orange cabbage.
Well, a little bit.
Ah, okay. I thought they were gonna say, no, not at all. Yeah, so what the fuck is this? Like, how is it a mountain? How is this a volcano? What are those flat parts that look like the cabbage leaves? What the fuck is it? It really looks like they had a cabbage model and just retextured it. It's sideways, there's just orange bits, which would be lava, but it's kind of diagonally sideways, so it doesn't make any sense. And why are there parts?
It's like they used bushes for clouds in Mario.
Yeah, that's
they just use cabbage for mountain.
Mesh reusage. That's something I would do in fucking Depth Hunter if I had to. Because in that game I had to do really creative shit when I wanted to be something.
Oh, so you finally admit you worked on that?
Well, I mean, yes, but also there's a fish on the house, but whatever. So yeah, this is clearly a cabbage and not a mountain. Even like, just what are the flat bits? Are they meant to be not actually flat? It's just really obvious that they are, because I know how 3D modeling works. But that bit on on the very right, that is super flat looking. I don't know what the hell. I would prefer if this was just a straight up Mount Fuji style volcano instead, but yeah, inside I think the mine, I actually don't remember it much. My favorite outside style, like the outdoor Death Mountain look, is probably just gonna be Breath of the Wild. I don't remember if Breath of the Wild had the like circle of smoke. I always found the circle of smoke actually not sinister, but kind of goofy, cartoony. I don't know why. I always associated it with like Mortal Kombat 3 or something. Even though that didn't have it, it had those swirly portals. For some reason it kind of felt goofy a little bit to me. But in Breath of the Wild it just looks natural, so that's cool. Cripes! How the heck am I supposed to babysit someone else's little brass when I ought to be saving myself? There's some guy in a welding mask. His name is Barnes. Spoiler alert. He's gonna be featured later. And now, I guess let's find a way inside. Probably not gonna go through any doors. Oh, maybe I jump from here with Midna's help. Exactly. Stone pillars from the DS. Not really. I know in the Wii version or the Wii U version, I don't remember. I think it also is used in the newest Smash as an arena background. those stone spires, like diagonal stone spires. I remember them as a prominent geographical feature in the new Super Mario, but they were not in the DS, I think. So I don't actually know what you were talking about. Okay, there is a bunch of people in here. I think it's gonna even be a cutscene. So this is the Barons guy that was looking out the window. Let's listen. And here's all the children, by the way. I guess that guy's line kinda hinted at the existence of children. Cripes, I didn't see those blackbirds anywhere. Wow, racist much. They've got to be hiding somewhere, waiting for the helpless little prey to come out. Then they'll feast. Hey there, Turok. We are safe as long as we remain in here, child. Be at ease. Okay, if you say so, I'm gonna be it. Oh yeah? I wonder if the monsters out there agree with you. They sure didn't seem impressed by my bombs. How long do you think we can hold this sanctuary against beasts that strong, huh? Once the attack it's over! Remember the lever in the general store? Just one of those things attacked her and the whole gang from town went to save her. Actually, I don't remember a lady from general store. I wonder if she appears later. She was already gone and there were two monsters waiting. Unless it's the fight ladies from Hyrule Castle. We'll see. You connecting the dots? That means that if we get attacked by them, then we'll be dead. Burns! Blech. I am Turok. And his laughter could be interpreted as a kind of like resigned. We're gonna die. Also, he reminds me of Mole from Atlantis. Look, Renado. I think I always read that as Ronaldo instead of Renado, but he is actually Renado. All I mean to say is that it's risky here too. Ain't you got some place we can hide? There is a cellar. What? You've got a cellar? Where's the entrance, man? The entrance to the cellar is designed to open when all the candles have been lit. How the fuck do you design that? I would not do that. On father and... What's she doing with her hands? I don't know. Instructed me to secure the cellar. I saw insects like the beasts outside. Don't cry, Beth. It'll be okay. Colin's trying to make a move in a desperate situation. Link is coming to save us all. This little fucking bowl cut man. Oh right, Link exists. She's like, who's Link? Sounds handsome. I can feel it. Remember, they cannot see us in this form, in this Twilight situation. They can see the bugs for some reason, but hey, these kids knew you'd come save them. What a hero. She looks really non-genuine there. How sad to be right in front of someone and not be noticed at all. What was that? How did it go? I'm invisible! You are chosen by the gods, and only that keeps you from turning into a spirit or worse, into a dark monster when you enter Twilight. No one knows what you have to done, blah blah. You may be doomed to toil in obscurity forever, just like Artorias. If you're type of worry about everything blah, I can tell, don't fret over Princess Zelda. She shows the state of affairs after all. Anyway, what's having to light candles to get in the basement? Not very subtle, is it? My lonely little hero. So, I wonder if they just see a stick floating around when we pick up the stick, light it, which is kind of an interesting mechanic because it's detailed. You can like separately light the sides of it. It's kind of useful if you want to have a chance of lighting the candles in either direction. I mean, if you jump, as you jump in either direction, and it went out. Hopefully the candles don't go out. Okay, they don't. Cool. So I want to know what they saw with the stick. Maybe the stick is a ghost too. What sorcery is this? The entrance to the cellar opening on its own. I mean, It's kind of sorcery for it to open when you light the candles, so it's not really anything super cool. Beth is really shocked though. Would those beasts have engineered even this? I think Colin is happy about this though. Ah no, he just kind of looks... Alright. Lawrence doesn't give a shit. Let's go kill the bugs inside. So maybe they can actually take shelter. I don't remember if they do take shelter here. Now, okay, I think what I'm about to say maybe has to do with this. I know there is a way in this game to soft lock yourself forever and ruin your save to the point where you can't actually finish the game or exit the area, and I think it might be here or in a similar place, because this looks... I think there's like an archaeologist guy later optionally that you can lead around and show him like statues and stuff, and in one of the basements with a statue in it you can do something kind of wrong. I don't know what actually. I probably should look into it so I don't do it. But you can kind of lock yourself in a place, slightly break the scripts and be unable to leave. I think it's because like the guy is in the room. You cannot turn into a wolf or something because Midden doesn't let you do that in line of sight from anyone. And I think you need that to teleport away or something like that. So basically it becomes inescapable and you just have to replay the entire game. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Look it up on the internet. Thank you, Luis. The combo... You mean while killing the bugs? I pretty much just locking on and mashing buttons. It's like... Who was that designer? I think it said about Dragon Age 2 that like every time a player pushes a button something cool has to happen on screen. Hey, looks like I have to climb the... Can't quite make the word out. It escapes my mind right now, even as I read it, but oh well. I have to climb that thing. You know what I'm talking about, the thing. And we are in the graveyard now. Right. I probably didn't actually have to spell it out like that, but whatever. I like the little throw he does when he grabs them in his mouth. There's also this, which I think might be important later, especially if you look at it and recognize an icon of one of the goddesses, I think. Maybe one of the 3 goddess icons. But this has been definitely featured, I think, on an amulet in Ocarina on one of the stages, and I think I can guess which one. And on one of the 3 orbs in Wind Waker, maybe? One of those symbols in Zelda you recognize. You left. Or a biohazard, yes, but I mean, it's probably not a grave of like toxic waste. I think I vaguely remember it. I think you have to do stuff related to that maybe before the 3rd dungeon. Anyway, let's resume our bug hunt. There's a moment of midnight here. Oh, I guess it's an alternate way to get on the roof there. Interesting. Apparently there's a bug in here. Oh, there's some birds there doing the trumpet. Dead on the head, LD in management. Okay, sometime on the roofs. I've always enjoyed village areas and games like this when you have to find your way onto the roofs and do some platforming to get to some of the areas. I think in one of my first Series 7 levels I showed it in my unfinished things. Like when I started the Atlantis area, the big part of what I kept trying to do was like hiding all sorts of cool shit on top of the buildings and put in a lot of ways to get onto like the buildings. That sign probably said like, hey, don't make this jump, it's dangerous, kids. Okay, well, oh shit, well, I guess I might as well try to find a way into this house. Because it looks like there's a bug inside, but... oh, I can probably... yep. No. So this is the inn. I guess, the L or whatever. Let's find the bug if Wolfling can actually climb this thing. Yeah, thank you. What? Oh, it's straight up there. I didn't see it behind Wolfling. I feel like there was more to this area. Can't really climb the boxes or anything. I feel like there was more. There might have been more later. Or something. Well, at least the bug isn't here. Let's escape the same way. And by the bug isn't here, I mean there are no more bugs. Just, you know, really poorly worded. Yeah, no more bugs on the minimap. So let's enter that other house. Does it say bot on that sign? Damn it! I wish Wolfling could grab ledges. I want to see if it says bot. Also, it's different sign textures, looks like. That's cool. Yeah, I think it says like B-bot or something. Or B-bot. Oh well. God damn it! Sticks! The only good sticks, and I use the word good a bit generously, is the character from Sonic Boom, the cartoon. Right, let's go. Oh wait, what? Did the bug just change location on the minimap? Yeah, I am... what's the word? Objectivist? I guess. I'm bigoted about objects. Okay, so there is seemingly a bug in this furnace, which is kind of burst open in the pipe there. But to get it out, light the stick, light the furnace. Another one appears on the minimap as we go up in the rafters. But there didn't seem to be a way to go there, so maybe we climb this ladder. Don't forget to pick up the actual tier. Kinda reminds me of that tavern in Crusades of Might and Magic a little bit. But I guess medieval fantasy taverns might look the same. Is it also bigoted to say? I don't know. I am very bigoted against buildings. So, just discovering all new sides of myself here. Okay, this looks kind of barely livable. Okay, it's just a new wall. But there's a third one in the other room, right? Or am I hallucinating? I guess you can't really go from here. Well, let's see, let's climb those boxes here. Or these shelves, I guess. Maybe there isn't another one. Maybe it was the one in the other room. Yes, it was on the wall, so it looked close enough to appear as if it was in this room. Let's see on the large minimap, is it gonna show extra bugs in here? Okay, doesn't seem so. Cool. Progress further. Just going all the way on top of the buildings, which actually might not be needed because there aren't any bugs, looks like, in this weird little area. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Maybe it's like a spring for later use or something. Or it's gonna be a spring. Is there anything to dig up? There has to be something here eventually, right? Maybe this will tell me? What spring? Yes. No, well. Luckily I don't think there was anything left up there. Hopefully. Let's see, how do we go about? I guess maybe we have to find a way on top of the buildings and jump across. Yeah, looks like here we can climb. And there's another one of those really shoddy, somehow holding up cape patches on the roof. Ah, I cannot push sideways with my head, that's discrimination. Oh, was mid no frame with jump, yes. Convenient. Okay, I think I didn't fall down there, no? And what direction are the other ones? I guess they're in this house. Oh wait, no. Maybe they're on top of the stuff. Well, I guess let's go into this house. There's one in here at the very least. Shit. I was supposed to break that with my face. Let's try another one. Ugh! Okay, I didn't break it with my face. Maybe do I throw something in there, or am I meant to jump with... Yeah, I guess I meant to jump with force. Okay. So this, spoiler alert, is the bomb shop of the Barons guy. But for now he's only got himself a bug in here somewhere. Maybe in this little... yeah, behind the shelf. The alchemy stuff, some books. Looks like he isn't actually as stupid as he looks. And we can always climb out from here. Maybe this will lead us to the other houses. Windows like what? That you just have to jump through? Isn't that like really dangerous actually to jump through glass like that? Okay, so this is a fun little part. Let's read what this house is actually first. Danger, keep out, Barons. Okay, why is the bomb salesman telling us to keep out of a house? Well, I'm sure nothing can go wrong. Let's go in. Looks fine. There's a fire burning inside the house, so obviously nothing can go wrong here. Let's just do the same thing. There's a really sinister sound coming from this furnace. Well, let's just set it on fire. Whoops! Now the bugs are on fire and they kinda set the whole place on fire. What did you do? Sorry. But as romantic as this is, I'm not going to stay here with you. I'm getting out. Mid is afraid of getting blown up. Shit. I'm not staying in there either. Bugs can fuck themselves. Whoops, sorry Luis, I did all this before I saw your message, but no, you can't avoid this because you can't kill the bugs in there without setting it on fire. I don't suppose there's any nicer way to hunt these things, huh? Well, you had to sacrifice someone's house to find tears of light, but that's how the cookie crumbles, right? Well, luckily it wasn't actually anyone's house, it was just a warehouse for a bunch of bombs, looks like. This could have been slightly more emotional if there was actually... if there was a consequence of someone having to live somewhere else in this village, but they didn't do that. Hello, my name is Spider and I'm hoping you mean midnight.
Hello.
At least she recognized the romantic nature of the situation, right? Burning together in a house. Okay, I was thinking that looked like a diggable place. Get fucked whoever is in here. I guess there's a bug in one of the pots. I have a good reason to smash pottery, finally. Man, now I feel like I will need to revisit all these houses as a human link, because I want to climb all these fucking ladders in every house. Alright, I think the rest of them are elsewhere. You can see we still have 3 bugs to collect. They might be down through that tunnel. But there's a giant chest above. I think I saw a giant chest above all this on a cliff edge, but obviously I cannot get there quite yet. I don't actually know if that's a chest, and if it is, what you used to get it, but could be just a hookshot thing. Okay, we're climbing a bit closer to the Death Mountain itself. Looks like the path's impossible, but I can get you up there if you want to go. What was the point of saying that? I don't remember. Alright, I forgot. Hey, so here's how Gorons look in this game. Probably the least cartoony they've looked in Zelda. I think I like it slightly better than just the flat color look they had. But they could lose the nipples though, that is a bit extra. Ugh, why do I have to stand guard? The ladder is destroyed, so it is not like any humans will come up. Little do you know. And what's with the elders? If we have a problem the humans can help with, we should ask. It's better than suffering for the sake of pride. The one smart Goron looks like. Whatever the fuck these are, I'm just gonna run right past them. They make weird watery noises. Don't actually need to use my senses before attempting that. Yeah, jump. Okay. You'd think if a wolf was a transformed human, he'd know how to climb. Maybe not ladders, but at least those nets look manageable. I guess I can't really be sure. Okay, so one bug somewhere in here. Alright, there it is. Ah! Luckily, I don't think this team actually hurts. Where the fuck did it go? There we go, dig it out. And because it is dumb, it doesn't dig under the ground again. Yeah, it doesn't hurt, okay. Also, there's this. A riskier place. So that's the music in this game. Much more... how do I say it? Less prominent, actually, probably would be the best phrase. than the previous ones, and I'm quite thankful for it because that was getting tiresome. Also, I wish I could have a first-person perspective in here, because you could see the cabbage of, like, the death cabbage better, and the Arbiter's grounds as well, which we haven't seen yet, but there was a little bit of geometry there. So there's the cabbage again, even more of a cabbage here. There is no way that is not a cabbage. That's just a straight-up cabbage with lava walls. How is it a lava wall? I don't know. Also, I forgot to say it, but I did remember the stone pillars talked about in New Mario Bros. DS in the Rock World. I don't know if I think of them looking at this, but yeah, I can see some resemblance. I think they were slightly like wavy at the top or something. Anyway. I think here you just have to hit like the middle of the line properly. Also, this song is from Majora's Mask, isn't it? I forget which one it is. Could be healing, could be off the order or something. But it seems it feels really familiar. And boy, do I have to fix the bloom, because it isn't supposed to look like that far off from the actual shining object. Let teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. So this is how you get further secret techniques. You find the wolf somewhere. I don't know if they show you on the map where he ends up. Oh, they do. The little winking wolf. This is actually near our home village. I think that's Ordon. Yeah. So he is near the spring, the first spring of Ordon, or whatever his name was. We'll get there somewhere at some point, and I don't remember what he teaches us, but I think it might be a good move. Yeah, Song of Healing, right. And so when we get human again, we go there and meet our friend the skeleton. For now though, let's climb further up. The last two tiers, plus the bugs. I'm not gonna spoil it, by the way, but I like a little twist that they have with the bug collecting, or I mean the tier collecting from the giant evil bugs in the third area. Death Mountain. I'm not gonna spoil it again, but it's real cool. No one in chat better spoil it. I guess, I don't know how many of you I know. Luis looks like he's played it, or knows everything at least. But for those who don't know what I'm talking about, that would be a nice surprise. Oh hey, another one of these. You can see the layouts start getting slightly more complex. There's one isolated fucker in here, behind some walls, so I don't think you can actually properly loot them out with the rest of them. Oh, someone hit me and it knocked off my cool attack. Man, I want to kill the bird. The bird is annoying. There we go. Shit, I'm nearly dead. They hit hard. Phew! Porn. And I wish we didn't say that. Now everyone knows there's gonna be porn. Okay, give me hearts. I require hearts. Maybe there will be hearts under the rock. Yes. Roll the rock. Take the heart, motherfucker. Take the heart, you piece of shit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I'm not afraid of dying. Fine, fucker. Go away. Or actually, no, come here. This might as well pick it up now. Okay, Midna. There we go. It's nice that you can spot the places where Midna is likely to offer you to jump, because it's some sort of like little ramp ledge configuration of sorts. Why do I have to stand guard at a dead end at the bottom of a cliff like this? Wait a second. Have they fucked me out of the way because they think I am useless? Maybe. Shit. Also there's meteors, as is tradition, for Death Mountain areas everywhere. Yeah, guess I have to walk up this. And really jump up before the steam comes. I like the aesthetics. I don't remember how much metal work there was around the Goron area, Death Mountain in Breath of the Wild, but I quite like the slightly more industrial look that the area has, especially the dungeon. I think has a bunch of it. Makes sense for Gorons to actually have proper machinery and stuff. Shot! Another what the fuck is a fumarole? And once again, this is the worst possible place. I suppose this path is impossible now. Where the fuck is the bug? Oh, better than that. We actually not on the at all, but you know. Too much bullshit. Okay, let's see if we get teleported out if we collect the last tier. There's heavy meteor fall. Yeah, I guess we do get teleported out. Looking at the timer, I don't know if I'm gonna go into the dungeon. I guess there's still stuff to do before we get to the dungeon, so yeah. We'll see. That's the lights full of tears, blah blah blah. Yeah, actually there is a lot of stuff to do before we get in the dungeon. I forgot a lot of it. Unlike the forest, we don't. It's not enough to just collect the tears. Don't forget that fuse shadow. Yeah, see you later. There's a dick drawn on that rock on the right. I'll point it out later. There's dicks on all of them actually. It's part of the texture, I think. Now I'm gonna chew a candy. My name is Eldin. I am one of the light spirits of Hyrule, yes. Yeah, so there we go. The Goron area is infected with evil. Oh, the stone stopped glowing. I guess I won't be able to point out the dicks. But you can always rewind and see them. Hey, let's meet all the children. Lunk! Fuck off, Colin! Baby just gonna... Colin, you suck. See, Beth? I told you Link would save us. Encouraging a look at Colin. And there is the 3 villagers that exist in this village. You're the one from Morden whom the children spoke of. We are well met. I'm Renado, shaman of this town. Shaman, I guess, not shaman. And this... This is my daughter Luda. Which is a bit of a Russian name, but sure. Maybe it's Lada, not Luda. I'm gonna just call her Luda. The beasts took us and left us to die, but Mr. Renado found us. At first I couldn't believe they had come from so distant a place as the Ordona province. That's not very distant, come on, the game world is small. Oh well, I guess it's the... What's the phrase? Goddamn... What's the phrase, you know, when you believe something you know you shouldn't believe? I'll think of it. Yeah, we don't remember much. All of a sudden everyone was captured, and then until now it's been like... a nightmare. Yeah, it was like a terrible dream and we couldn't wake up. Nightmares are everywhere these days, it seems. This village has certainly seen its share of recent hardships. The dark beasts attacked, but even worse was the sudden and inexplicable change in the mountain-dwelling Goron tribe. There we go, the Goron city theme. They had long been our friends, but suddenly treated us as foes. Even now they refuse to permit us entry into their minds. It strains... Man, the phrase that I was thinking of just about came to me and then it left again. It strains the limits of belief. To think that such a gentle and proud tribe could change so suddenly. It makes me wonder if something in those minds is the cause of this change. There was probably the fused shadow in there. In any case, you must... Also, speaking of the fused shadows, it's kind of weird how they just appeared or something. Maybe we'll find out more about that, but... Where did they come from? Suddenly, in all those places. Huh, oh well. In any case, you must take these children and flee this village before more nightmares descend. I, of course, cannot leave my village in such a time. There is no telling what may happen to us here. Guess who isn't here, by the way? Ilya, the horse-washing girl, appears to be nowhere... Actually, that's a poor phrase. Is nowhere to be seen is where I should have gone. But it's my job to try to coax the Gorons back from their recent change of heart. Link? It's up to you. The suspension of disbelief, I think the phrase is... Yeah, there we go. Never thought of that. What? I forget what I might have said at that point in time. Ah, where the shadows came from, the fused shadows. I guess maybe it isn't explained properly. It's kind of weird. Ah. Well, at the very least we'll have more knowledge about their nature later, as Midna promised to tell us when we find their other two. It's okay, well, apparently they need us to take them home. Hey, home is in this direction, let's go. Oh, but there's a giant gate. And back to the cool music. It's mockery. There's that bait fucker going on there. And another one. I guess we can't go home. Sorry kids. Unless you can all dig underground like Wolf. I wonder how the shadows are done. I just noticed that the shadow under Link is pretty high res and proper looking. And properly follows the floor and all that. I wonder if it's the modern way, whichever, like the Unity engine uses for direct light shadows or whatnot. Because shadows like that were featured in some very old games, and I think I heard people talking that there's like some sort of... Oh, what? Mozilla just kinda fucked itself. I read some people saying that there was some trickery going on, not like fair calculation of the shadow shape. Okay, I'm gonna restore the tab. Fuck off, Firefox. Oh, hey! 500 internal server error. Oh, and we're back. Okay, I think it's gonna... Yeah, everything's back. Okay, cool. I thought YouTube just shut itself, but it was just something weird that happened momentarily. Oh well. Hey kids, guess what? We can't go back. Let's talk to them. I don't want to leave all these people just to save ourselves. Come on, Link, can't you do something? Isn't there some way to make up with the Gorons? You'd think someone could go to the mines and do something. Okay, I guess they don't actually want to go home. Let's go check out the Gorons, but first... There's a whole bunch of houses I could go into and climb some ladders. So what's in here? Does this go in the cemetery or... Oh, okay, that's good, Lewis. Ah, yeah, okay, so this goes to the graveyard. Why didn't I go through here as a wolf? Maybe this was locked? Interesting. Well, nothing really to do here yet. I'll have to come back here before the third dungeon, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I was there as a wolf. Just I climbed through this cellar from this house and I emerged there, but I don't know why I couldn't just walk there. Yeah, exactly. Shed delay. Okay, so no ladders in this house. Just kind of standing there gazing at the way home, which is blocked at the moment. General store. Housewares to gently used items. I read that word as housewives first, I'll be honest. That was a bit weird, but I guess housewares and gently used items. Let's see. So the lady from the general store apparently got captured by the monsters or something. And yeah, there are no items. I think I know what starts going on later in this general store. I'll have to look forward to that. But I might be mistaken or mixing it up with something else. Okay, these houses are all boarded up. That looks like maybe that was the inn. Let's go in the inn. I wonder if I can climb the ladder in the bomb shop. The guy might be occupying it. You mean cast, right? I'm casting shadow on that diagonal thing on the floor that I have never had the reason to learn its name in English, you know, that little part where the floor and wall meet. And there was a second of a shadow on the wall. Well, this is weird because, like, well, obviously why those parts of the steps that my shadow isn't on, they should be dark. If this was proper lighting. Oh well. Right, nothing in here actually. That whatever. What is the name of that light fixture in English? I forget, but looks a bit suspicious. Okay, fine. I can climb this. Probably just goes to where I was already able to go as Wolf Link. Yeah, pretty much. But they seem to have boarded up the window already, so that's good, I guess. Yeah, well, it is a GameCube game, War. They... I guess the way they could have done it, because the GameCube, I remember from Mario Sunshine, they really liked like projecting textures and stuff. So this could be a kind of trickery where there's like a textureless Link model being rendered somewhere else from another angle by like a render to texture thing, and it's being rendered from like the appropriate angle or something. And then the resulting texture is just projected on the ground. It could have been their workaround for this kind of shadow. And obviously each one would probably exponentially raise the resources required to do it, so it would make sense if they just use it for our own shadow. If it is in fact anything like what I just said, but it seems like the technology would allow that. What I know of the GameCube and what it can do. Oh, what? Flammable lantern strictly prohibited. Well, I wasn't planning on using a lantern anyway. Think. Okay. This is the blown up house. I forget what was even up here. It might have been another house. I guess it could be Relwar. I don't know, because I don't remember if any like N64 games had proper shadows. I feel like might have. Like some of the rare games might have used that. But part of me feels that like render to texture stuff. Then again, even the Nintendo 64 Zeldas had render to texture in a way. It wasn't quite as quick, I don't think. Actually, it might have been. Because of all that like motion blur and Majora's Mask and the stuff that happens when you open the menu. I guess it could have been that way. And but then you look at Blade of Darkness, where everything casts proper shadows like in Doom 3, but it's like hella old. Hello, Axel. And you wonder how it was done there, and why wasn't it done? Why wasn't it done the same way in other games? Have I even been to... Yeah, I think I remember those spots. Hmm. Oh, bunch of money. Well, one thing in your wallet now, so you put it. Let's put it. Yes, let's put it back. What is this? Looks like very childishly drawn video game map. Oh well. Yeah, Rareware was pretty dope back in the day. Then again, it did make Donkey Kong 64, so it wasn't like perfect. But Conquer and Banjo-Tooie are one of the two my favorite games on 64. Kazooie, I guess, is good, but I just don't like the levels as much as in Tooie. As I've mentioned before. Okay, so this was 100% pointless, I think, unless... I don't think you can jump anywhere interesting. Yeah, well... Okay. Let's just go to the Gorons, I suppose. Yeah, this is the extent of the housing that I can access right now. What was I even saying? Somewhat Rareware. Yeah. Ah, no, I was about to say that maybe like something appears up there. Maybe one of the wolf locations, when you find the stone and howl to it, maybe a wolf will appear there. Speaking of, I do need to go check out the... I mean, I will be going back to my village soon for store reasons, so... Gotta love how there's a ladder here that is broken and the entire thing is climbable anyway. And that Goron up there was like, hey, humans can't come up here anymore. Also, there's two walls. I guess this is done to some poor attempt to make the net look more 3D. There's two surfaces with the same texture, as you can see. But of course you can see the gaps between them. Ah yeah, I didn't like Diddy Kong Racing much, but I mean, I don't know, it was difficult for me. I'm shit at the racing games apart from Mario Kart and Extreme G. Even Extreme G I'm shit at. Perfect Dark I actually probably should play because it looks like a slightly more cartoony Deus Ex-ish, atmospherically at the very least, game. I don't give a shit about the James Bond game, but it's really similar. But Perfect Dark, actually, I should probably give it another go. I tried once and I stopped at some point for some reason. But yeah, Conquer is their best game on N64, I think. Ah, no humans allowed. These lands ahead belong to the Goron tribe. The elders said no humans may pass. Link lost his ability to dodge left and right, so he gets fucked by the Goron. Weak spirit is no match for the might of the Gorons. You understand me, human? Then away with you. Oh well. I guess I can't go there. All my bones are also broken, but Link doesn't give a shit about that. Oh hey! Ah, how fortunate you are in one piece. I saw you heading up mountain trails, I was worried. Are you trying to reach the Gorons on Death Mountain? It is far too dangerous, Link. I recognize only strength. A normal person could never persuade them. Oh. But I do know one person who was able to best them and earn their trust. His name is Bo. You may know him as the mayor of your hometown, Orden. Please go to him, and while you are there, please let him know that the children are safe. Of course, getting them back would be best, but we could not keep them safe from the monsters on the road without a horse and a cart. Please return to Ordon and inform the parents that their children are free from harm. Apart from Ilia, we still don't know where she is, give them my word. Sure. Also, there is a second shadow. Hyrule War. Suck on this! The GameCube was great. Just kidding, but you know. There's probably shadows from characters, but not the environment, of course. And like general items. Hey look, it's a pony. Trying to make an action tune out of Epony's song is a bit of a fool's errand, but they tried. Also, Epony is a bit mad. Arbitrary minigame, go! I don't know which stick this refers to. Hopefully... oh shit. Probably not the camera one. Hey, Epony! Come on here. I wish I didn't have to look at the like icon and I could just figure out which direction to go. I guess it maybe corresponds to where Epony is heading, but it doesn't really give you any leeway. So you have to just look at the little icon and not at the rest of the screen, which is just bad in my opinion. It's like driving to your destination in modern GTA games, or like following some quest trail in The Witcher 3, like when you just look at the tiniest corner of the screen where the minimap is and don't actually look at the environment to orient yourself. I always hate that. I wish GTA 5 and 4 were more like 3 and San Andreas and Vice, and that they didn't have a minimap at all. Actually no, they did have a minimap, but they didn't like do the... Did they have... yeah, I think they did have a minimap actually, but I don't think they had the GPS route, obviously they didn't. So hey, we have a Epony back, Epony. So that's cool. Now we can jump all those gates everywhere. You're not too shabby a wrangler after all. Won't this make getting back to town a lot easier? I'll go finish your errand so we can get back. We gotta move on. First of all, I'm gonna jump some fences. You cannot tell me what to do. Well, Mini Spider eventually turned out into how to... oh shit, lagging, what? Huh. This game doesn't lag, what's going on? This is weird. Is this place too big and cool? Mr. Link, wait! I have a worm in my bottle, Lewis. And half a bottle of milk in the other. Greetings, Mr. Link. I have come to deliver a letter. It's a letter from Uku. Hey, that nightmarish monstrosity. Well, my business included. Onward to mail. We're gonna jump off a cliff, looks like. Huh. I guess I will have to look into some graphical settings after all, because lagging in this game is unacceptable. Let me see if any changes in the graphics can have immediate results, such as, for example, lowering the resolution. No. I'm not gonna fuck with the Uber shaders or anything. Oh shit! There's enemies now. But also, yeah, real war. This game is all edgy and grimdark, so instead of carrots, we just hurt our horse. Well, good thing we don't actually have to be anywhere near this area. It just looks like it's one of the bigger areas in the game, so maybe just genuine lags on my current setup. I'll have to figure it out later. Good thing we found this out before we actually had to be here. Because there's a bunch of things that happen, I think, might be happening around here later that are a bit actiony. Oh shit! Can't even go through here. To be fair, it is a big place and there's a lot more geometry in here than usually in this game. Still weird. I guess not all the settings automatically get set to appropriate ones for every game. You'd think a GameCube game by now on my computer would be perfectly emulatable, but as Metroid Primes have taught us, it's silly to expect emulation to work properly. Frame dropping, that... I don't know. Could be. But yeah, well, let's just not go there for now. I'll look into it. Maybe right after the stream itself. God damn it. Upon the jump. There we go. Alright, well, let's just go home. And we'll talk to. Another rope that I can blow up later. Never even noticed that one. I guess I just never went out there in my previous playthrough. Or maybe just Epona lagging the game up. Because I didn't usually travel by Epona a lot. That's just weird. Maybe I just teleported last time. Well, hopefully I will fix this. Actually, let me see one thing. I guess you can't really change this. Maybe if I change from Direct 3D to OpenGL. Let me save real quick. I want to try this. Now what? Oh right, I have to close the menu first. Let me save. I'm gonna have to stop the emulation for a sec. Change that setting, because I think by default I had the OpenGL on. You can stare at my desktop for a while. Okay, OpenGL, blah blah blah. Let's not hide the mouse cursor. I guess I'm gonna skip the Uber shaders on what they used to be. Okay, it's OpenGL, blah blah blah. Oh, have to compile shaders. This is one of those games where you actually have to do this. Well, okay. Give us a second, we'll be right back in this. Meanwhile, I can get rid of this stupid thing that keeps popping up every time because my SNES Classic Mini is connected via USB to my computer. And this thing says, hey, this way to like the drive, one of the drives is way too stuffed up. Offers to clean it up. You can clean up 0 bytes by using this and 0 bytes by using this. Let's go ahead. I can't even look and see if there is any frame drop option in there while it's compiling, but it might be fixed right now. DirectX is meant to be like slightly more laggy, I think, most of the time. And I've definitely been in a larger area on Epona before. I guess it wouldn't set that setting automatically, so it would make sense as well. Okay, let's see where it puts us and whether it lags still. Oh, what? What the fuck is going on? This is even worse. That's weird. Okay, give me another second. Close the thing, yes. Maybe I relaunched the game or something. Directory, if you have a selection, a choice between OpenGL and Direct3D, in my experience OpenGL is always faster for some reason. Okay, I'm going to maybe I guess disable the Uber shaders and relaunch Dolphin overall. What else can I do that would impact? I guess I wasn't streaming before, so maybe it's streaming that pushes it over the edge. Probably make a quick save at the place. I feel like almost the menu seems a little bit laggy, like maybe it's just in my head. What the flipping hell is going on? Okay, well, OpenGL didn't work. Graphic settings, Direct 3D. I can use software render. Well, the difference will be, I guess, that I will have Uber shaders disabled, so let's try it that way. It's weird that it started lagging after I got Epona. Did it put more things in the location or something after that? Or is it not gonna lag with Epona on Direct 3D? Because when I went through Kakariko, it didn't lag. I don't see any frame skip settings in here. Oh? Yeah. Our weapon is still there. That's unfortunate. Relation. Frame advance. Screenshot, movie options. Good, go away. Yeah, this will have to get fixed. Interface, advanced. Enable CPU clock override. Probably that will help. I feel like there has to be a frame skip somewhere in here. What else could I do? Exclusive Uber shaders. That could be a thing. There's conversions, hacks. I'm not comfortable checking any things unknowingly, because last time in Wind Waker I did that, it crashed the game. I guess at least I saved. Maybe I can warp. Let's just warp past this right now. We've been playing nearly 3 hours, so I can warp past the field. Oh wait, what? It doesn't offer me to. I guess I need to be a wolf? Shit. Well. Alright. I'm gonna leave Epona in case she's causing the lags. This is weird. Something is making a sound. Oh, there's a bug. A male pill bug, okay. Good to know they're making sounds. I guess after the stream ends I will also be able to tell if the OBS streaming actually affects the frame rate. And I wonder if, like these little passages, they don't seem to be actually covering the view, so you see both areas at once. But the structure has to be performance related, right? Not just for lazy layout. Ah yeah, there's, you can see the forest in the distance. I guess the camera properly only looks at it. That forest, let me go forward. That forest in the distance is changing as we go. Let's see. Huh? Or I guess it just loaded itself once and we have to go farther away to unload it. Oh well. That's unfortunate, but I mean, even Breath of the Wild on the actual Switch lags in some places, so it actually doesn't excuse anything, but you know. Let's just go to the smaller areas first and abandon the phone on the way, because maybe I can stop everything. I don't think they put more enemies or anything, so that's the really only thing that changed, is the ponies here. And I definitely didn't lag on my test run, because I've done this, I got to the second dungeon before. And obviously I had to go through this as well, and it never lagged at any point. But let's see, I don't know if the horse, if it actually remembers where it was, or if it just kind of vanishes after we unload the room, until we call it using the grass. But I want to go into the forest and then back out here and see if performance improves, if the horse is unloaded from memory or something. The music fixed itself as soon as it started loading. Okay, proper performance here. Let's see. Ah, still slightly laggy. That's weird. I wonder if they genuinely loaded more things into the area after, you know, you get Epona and everything. Oh well. Luckily the important stuff that we have to do is outside, and I guess I might stop the stream earlier than I would have done, because I think when you go back to Kakariko next, after obtaining what I need to obtain here, there is an event that is a bit actiony and it takes place in an outside area in the field. So I don't want to do that with lags. Too bad I can't. You know what? If the streaming fact that I'm streaming is actually affecting the performance, I guess there is a way I can stream unlisted or something to test it. I wonder if recording and streaming is the exact same in OBS in terms of performance impact. I'll have to test many things when the stream is over. For now though, let's go back to Ordon, get our new move on the way, talk to the mayor, and I guess we'll end there today. About 3 hours. I wanna get into the habit of having only 3-hour streams, because 4 hours is a good time as well, and then again it only saves what, like 1 stream a month. It isn't really a big impact. There's the wolf. One red-eye winking looking motherfucker. Let's see if actually the skeleton is the same way. It probably will be. Probably will only have like 1 glowing eye. Yeah, exactly. Cool. We meet again! You have a little more of the look of a hero than you did before. Do you feel ready to learn your next skill? Yes. Very well. Before we begin, I must test to ensure you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the ending blow. Come at me! Bro, let's go. And your blow. There we go. Now teach me new things. Excellent, it appears you're certainly capable of performing my low start. Very well, my second skill is the shield attack. Also, his shield is all overgrown with vines and stuff. Let it be hewn into your mind. No matter how well tempered the blade is, if a foe is clad in armor and bears a shield, the sword will do it no harm. When facing such a foe, you must use R to thrust your shield against the defenses of your enemy, causing the fiend to recoil. Result to lock on, la la la. Excellent! Not quite a parry, but... well, the mouse cursor is suddenly on. But... a thing. And you can play tennis with it as well. Perfect! Projectiles will defeat them. I wonder if you actually like automatically reflect arrows at everyone that shoots arrows at you, because that would be really stupid. You learned the second... I have 5 more secrets to teach you in time. The path to becoming a true hero is a long one, but once you have grasped all the hidden skills, you shall be worthy of walking it. You must persist in the lonely path of the sword to obtain true courage and earn the strength to conquer the great evils of the world. This is the most convoluted and pointless sentence. Man, do not forget your discipline with the blade before we meet again. Okay, let's go visit the mayor and make him tell us the secret to defeating the Goron ball rolling thing and gaining their respect. It does feel very appropriate for the village, this music, but just... I guess village life is not quite for me as much as forest life. Cut your grass. Link! Whoa, it is you, Link! You're safe and sound. You're close. What happened to you, lad? I went to a shop. Come quick inside! And I'm gonna have to talk to everyone and tell them the kids are safe, I guess, unless the mayor just takes it upon himself to spread the word. Yeah, so the young at Kakariko village. Well, that's good. Ronaldo's an old friend. If they are in his care, then we can relax. So don't keep me waiting, lad. Tell me if my little girl, Ilya, is with the rest of them, right? Heck no. Oh, I see. That ain't what I wanted to hear. Also, his mustache looks like something is just sticking through his face. It's a bit disturbing. Oh, but look! I guess I need to think of all 5 of those poor kids, not just my own. They're all in danger. What I should be asking is how I can help out. What's that now? The Gorons of Death Mountain. I see, so Renato told you that. Well, it's true. I did defeat the Gorons in a contest of strength and earned their trust. With the help of a little secret. I can't teach you the secret, but can you promise me that you absolutely positively will not disclose it to anyone? Nah. I see. Well, I understand I can't teach a secret to a fella who won't protect it. It's a crying shame. You know what? I changed my mind. I can be totally trusted. Eh, you think your answer to my question, lad? Give me a word, yes, defeat the Gorons. Like Serenade, for example. You wouldn't tell him, would you? Sure. Yes, I will not tell him. Good, alrighty, then absolutely no one. I can't even talk anyway, so who cares? Come this way. Link, you You've heard of sumo wrestling, right? Gorons like to match strength in sumo contests. Luckily for you, the basics of sumo are the same as stopping charging goats. You wanna hear more? No. So, prepare for a moment that had some girl gamers a bit squealing. First, not this. First, hello Sabiente, we are near the end, but still. First hello. Instance of Link! Shirtless. Everyone lost their minds. And then you have that. I don't know what the fuck that voice is, but I guess it's Japanese.
Okay, this has to be fair. If we have Link shirtless for the girls, I want Zelda shirtless for the boys.
I am sure you can find art of that on the internet. Okay. Also in Breath of the Wild there is cross-dressing Link for the confused ones, whoever they may be. Okay, apparently I can just mash my way out of this. I didn't even need to like go left or right. Link's like, that's what you get, old fart. Whoa ho! Not too shabby, lad. With your natural talent I'm sure you can take on the Gorons. You've gotten a sight stronger in the short time you've been gone, Link. Strong as you are, though, you can't hope to beat the Gorons wrestling with power alone. Those Gorons are made of rock! Now, the secret to beating the Gorons is locked away in that chest. Take it with you, lad. So yeah, you probably didn't think that the secret that was so embarrassing he asked me not to tell anyone was that he was skilled at sumo. Also, there's a painting of him preparing to do sumo apparently over the bed, which, alright. But, let's see the actual secret. Some people might actually guess what's coming if they know Zelda items. What helps you deal with heavy things? The iron boots! You can probably tell those boots are made of iron, lad. Whoever wears them won't easily be pushed around even by a Goron. If you're fixing to fight a Goron, be sure to wear those boots. Let's be square though, I can't tell anyone about those boots, not especially Ronaldo. So, fella's a dirty cheater. Meanwhile, let's remove our S bottle from the... that's a map. That's not the button I wanted to press. From the quick thing and put the boots in there. Just... I guess I didn't know that Wind Waker introduced the iron boots item like that instead of equipment like in Ocarina. I forget if Majora had iron boots. He probably didn't. Probably no. But... in this game, much the same. You can just do as Dorothy and click your heels and suddenly you have super massive iron boots. At least in this game they look cool. Oh. Magic. Okay, well, I guess I might as well go talk to people and tell them everyone's alright. And considering I am pretty sure in fact that the thing that I don't want to do in the laggy game is gonna happen as soon as I go back to Kakariko, I am not going to go back to Kakariko. Also, Russell apparently is dead because he's not here. Let's see. Oh! Colin is alive! Yes, and Ryan as well. Oh, the children are all safe. Oh, how wonderful. I'm so glad kept the faith. My thanks to you, Link, from the bottom of my heart. I told everyone else, yet you must tell them all. Alright. There's a very cool rug there, but I already left the house when I said that, so well. You can only see through the power of technology of rewind. I got these. Yes, but why would I? Okay, that's the mayor's house. Let's go to that guy. Once again. And put our sword away.
Oh.
Yo, Link! What's the latest? Have you gotten any clues about where the tax might be? Ah, they're in Kakariko. I wonder why they feel the need to black the screen. I mean, it's not like Link hasn't told people things just telepathically before. Oh, I'm so glad they're safe though. I haven't been able to sleep at night. Thanks a lot, Link. I think this might be the father of that guy who went to fight the monkeys, because he looks quite similar.
Please don't do that, Antroid.
I wanna maybe see if YouTube can pick this frame up as one of the thumbnails that I can set later.
Just fucking screenshot it.
That's
and
work.
Make a custom thumbnail.
That's work, man. I never do that anymore. Why do I have different looking things in my hands now? Didn't I have two of the same, like, brown ones? Where is the other one? I lost it. This better. Maybe this one will be the thumbnail. Okay, that should be enough. Link! But she's not alive! What? They're alive? It's fantastic, truly fantastic. Oh, thank you for letting me know, Link. So, who else would I talk to? I'm not sure if I get anything for talking to everyone about this, but... Sure, let's just enter the houses, I guess. Link! Are you okay? Oh good, that's good, my dear. Please, you must tell me, she'll know. Sure, your husband could tell you, but let's us do it. Ah, oh, they're in Kakariko village. Oh, thank goodness they're still alive. I was worried sick. Phew, fine, I can get back to work in peace. Link, do you need something? You should take a look around and see if they're in there. Lantern oil. She's trying to put the forest rapper guy to shame what? No, out of business. A bait. I already have a worm if I need to. Come back. Okay, I'm there. Yes. Well, this I can't quite get as close to her as the rest of them. There's a picture of the cat. Mousetrap. Picture of her daughter. More pictures of the cat. That picture looks quite derpy. Oh well. Some dolls? What? Ah, interesting. I enjoy the detail in these environments. Even though a lot of it is repeated, looks like, but still. Nice. Gives flavor to the village life. Alright, I guess I can go visit more wives. I don't even know who lives in this house. It's locked. What? Fado, who the fuck is Fado? Could be that guy, but isn't he married to her? Wouldn't he just live there? He was here just like looking at that thing which is back, by the way. The beehive. Ah. Okay, well I can go back into the windmill house maybe, and I guess I'll check the ranch as well. That's everyone I can think of. I'm half expecting to get something after I talk to everyone, but it doesn't seem like a thing to put, especially since you can later get the children back in the horse and cart when we get the horse and cart, just as the guy said. Yo, adorable. I thought he was gonna carry it like in Majora's Mask. Weird ass doll on the floor. And even more on the shelves. What the fuck is this? I'm not the type to get creeped out by dolls, but it's just weird that they have them. And also this... We have never actually seen her, I don't think, in the village. Wife of the other guy. Let's talk to her, I guess. The children, they're alive! Oh shit. That face is not a woman face. Oh, thank heavens, I'd almost given up hope for them. Thank you so much for coming to tell me, Link. Now I'm gonna go back to star in the Shira remake. With that face. Man, I'm blown away by how adorable the holding the dog is. This is why dogs are better than cats. I'm gonna kidnap it. Oh, I cannot kidnap it, damn it. Ah, I don't want to let it go. You know what? I'm gonna stream the end here. Yes, end the stream here. I guess I could go to the ranch. Yeah, I'm gonna go check the ranch. I'm gonna come back here and pick up the dog again and end on that note. Cannot bear to let go of the adorable dog. Did I talk to it when I was a wolf? I don't remember. Also, if I was a wolf, I could tell the chickens and the frogs about the fact that children are alive, but I don't think they care very much. Hopefully the gate isn't closed, I don't have to call Epona to jump over it. I also hope he doesn't just initiate the minigame if I even find him. Which I might not. Oh no, someone is here. What is the postman? What the fuck are you doing in here? We can't just let the goat sit a messy... What? We just let the goat sit a messy looking letter like this? What the fuck is going on? He doesn't like... found a letter, he doesn't like it and thinks might as well give it to the goats. What the fuck is this? I've not seen this in any playthrough that I've seen on YouTube. I don't know anything about why the postman is in the ranch looking at the dirty looking letter. What the f... But on the plus side there is that guy looking at the Epona grass. Let's talk to him. Without Epona I'm pretty sure he can't make me hurt the goats. Link! And here's me telling him about the children, I guess. No, Fullen, the tots are safe. On top of that, they're all in Kakariko village. Oh, shucks, I didn't... Oh, maybe this is Fado. Maybe that's why his house is locked, because he's up here. Don't need to worry about that now. You're incredible, bud. I can already see everybody's smiling faces. Well, didn't get anything for it. That's fine. But yeah, I wasn't like logically, considering you can bring them back at some point in the game later, that would kind of make you not able to get whatever you would get for telling everyone, because that moment would have passed forever. And Zelda games don't lock you out of things like that. It's not GTA 3 where you can kill someone who would have given you missions later if you didn't kill him. Okay, I'm gonna go hold the dog and end the stream there proper. And after that, I guess if I'm not lazy, if I'm not too lazy, I'm gonna try to look into the performance. Whoa, this is the wrong house. Look into the performance. Actually, maybe the mayor has a wife somewhere in the house, but... Should I look around in there? Yes, I might as well. I don't think Ilya's mother ever comes up. But there is a stairway. Interesting. Quite a cozy room. I would almost live here if there was internet access. I don't even mind. I guess I do kind of slightly mind that there is no door on the ladder, but still, people know not to climb up the ladder without like knocking or something. Knocking on the floor, I guess, or on the railing. Okay, where is the doghouse? Doghouse is the other side of this weird whole barbed wire fence thing. Maybe if I talk to the mayor. I guess it was Russell's wife that told me to tell everyone. But okay, all that I'm gonna try either off stream or, you know, next time. Okay, so next stream I don't know yet, and I don't think I'm gonna bother announcing in any way, but I might actually do it one day earlier on Friday, in my time of course. So same time roughly, maybe a bit later in the day, because I can't actually start it at 5 because that's barely, I will be barely back home from work at that point. So maybe at like about an hour or two later than usual, but on Friday instead of Saturday. It is possible, but also it's possible that I just won't do that and do proper Saturday. So I guess check on Friday if you check this kind of stuff, or maybe if it just gives you notifications and you know on your own, maybe you won't have to check. But just for information, be prepared for a possibility. Maybe for the rest of the summer as well, and maybe even some autumn, because on the weekends I kind of sometimes want to go to my dacha, and for that I would need to leave early on the Saturday, and I won't be able to stream later in the day. But apart from that, next time we'll hopefully fix the performance issues, and we'll get to the second dungeon and beat it. I'm pretty sure I can do that, because it's the second dungeon in the game. Couldn't be too hard. But yeah, for now, thank you all for tuning in, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Alright.